everything is unmuted. We are live. Bunch of mother truckers. Alright. Howdy you. Howdy Ran. Oh, Ran, I need to get my look, don't I? Come on, say hi.
I am a professional driver. I have a CDL that expires in probably a year.
Are you carrying moms in your trucks? What? I don't have an answer to that. Also, this dead silence is murdering. We're gonna switch to gameplay. God damn it, my tracking, bro!
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, no, never mind. It's working. It's working. Okay. Yo, mama's so fat, you need a truck to move her, making you a mother trucker. Why is the chat above me?
Why is my stream disappearing?
Because the window's not in front. Whoops, I didn't have my headphones on, I guess. I get why I was hearing nothing. That would do it. Where's the chat box that I'm supposed to be using? There it is.
Wow, I peaked my microphone.
You did? Okay, so if I move this in front, now we should see Bun's stream as well as my stream.
I'm going to increase my sensitivity a bit. just to be
Ta-da!
safe.
God, this music be murdering me. Hang on.
Jesus, I need to
Jesus.
I need to drink something because I sound dead.
That's usually how I end up starting a stream too. I'll grab a drink and just start drinking while I'm streaming. Slowly waking my throat up. Why does the logo look like the Texas belt buckle? That's a good question. Don't ask why my icon is this old man though, because that's all that I had.
You don't have your account connected to World of Trucks where you can set a custom profile picture?
Yeah, then I think I just forgot my login credentials. Otherwise, my account icon would be Blackbeard Obama. Dinner time. All right, you enjoy dinner, Ran. I'll be here while I load into this game.
Oh, I was gonna have you go over the mods beforehand, but
Right.
to you.
I can go back then. It's not like it's hard to do so. Would you like to leave your current profile? Yes. What is this music? Start with, like, static. I don't like this. Let's get out of here. There we go. Although that's loud now. Jesus. There we go. Okay. Everything is tweaked on the fly. Nothing is ever done immediately. Mod manager. Alright. What are our mods? We have Bun, because we've got a couple mods in here.
Well, in
Ignoring...
order from top to bottom, we have a realistic truck physics mod, which does exactly what it says. We have a realistic mirror FOV mod, which does exactly what it says. We have an improved guardrails mod, which improves the reflective properties of the yellow and black stripes on the edge of the guardrails. That way we're not crashing into them in the middle of the night.
It makes them reflective? I hadn't noticed that, actually.
Well, they're supposed to be. Maybe we just haven't found any guardrails that are reflective.
Probably.
Realistic headlighting does exactly that, and it actually allows us to see at night.
Thank God.
Realistic vehicle lights just actually improves the quality of the light sources, how they look at distance.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, oncoming traffic will have more realistic-looking headlights. Never mind the beam pattern.
Extended traffic light timing.
It's literally just that, because the traffic light timing in this game is bad.
Kind of shitty. Kind of fast.
Sound fixes, pack fixes, well, a lot of sounds, adds in. What are you listening to? Hold on, I know this song.
You probably do.
It's the thing I was humming yesterday.
Yeah.
You jerk.
Yeah, but it's like, Rand introduced me to something called House Mix of Toho songs, and these are actually pretty good.
Gonna do my best not to hum because my humming voice is horrible.
No, you're fine, man. I was honestly tempted to grab one of those Discord music bot things and put it in here so that both of us could have it playing, but
Finally, we have the Engine Sound Pack 4.2 by Kriegbaum.
yeah. So then I'll...
I'm probably mispronounced it, but basically it gives us proper engine sounds because SCS cannot do audio worth a crap.
So everything will sound exactly as it should.
Well, not exactly. Because what Kriegbaum does is he remixes the actual SCS sounds into something that sounds more akin to what the trucks should actually sound like. He does have some trucks that are recorded directly, so they're actually one-to-one accurate.
I think he also has people sometimes record the engines for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, like, cuts out background stuff. We'll do our best to have fun driving, so long as I don't, you know, take myself off the road. Truck. Yes. And we're gonna ignore the fact that in my mod setup, I also have just Hatsune Miku paint skin. Oh god, my tracking.
Well, how can we ignore it when you intentionally show it? What the heck?
There's a bunch of them in here. Wow, what the hell? Canadian Tire paint job. Why am I broken again?
You were ever fixed.
Is it gonna do this because I'm too far out of view again? Wait. I think I know what's going on. This is a common occurrence, I assure you. I'm big. There we go, okay. I think I know what causes this, and it happened a while back too. Because I'm too far off my camera. I really need to find a good place to put my monitor. You know what would probably help? If I put the monitor, like, where the camera is, honestly. Holy god, is that how many trucks you have? That is your trucks.
Oh, these are mine. These are my drivers.
Jesus Christ.
If I go here to driver manager and I go to map view, you can see all of my drivers.
Dear God, you've got a lot more. Well, given you also play this a lot more than I do.
This is the thing I was telling you about before, how we have the live location of all of our drivers at any given time. Yeah. So why can't we just incorporate them into the in-game traffic?
That's a good question.
Like, I doubt that would be too much of a calculation considering the data is right here at any given time.
I think, if I had to guess, it might be a case of, if there's too many, then all of a sudden the game starts to lag.
Fair enough.
I've also noticed these little flames still have the green surrounding them. Which means I probably need to, at some point, just make a background I can just slap into YouTube Studio. Do you really want to deal with the real-world drivers? Oh, we do! That's the thing. We do.
I am a real-world driver. What do you mean?
I was gonna say as well, Bun is also an actual trucker. Well, he has his license for it. He's not really a trucker right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I had the choice between driving trucks 1,000 miles from home and taking care of my mother, I'd rather take care of her while she's in the condition she's in.
Oh my goodness. Tears of the Kingdom has been fun. Ah, yes, because you managed to get your hands on it early. So glad they released a PC port before the Switch. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Show me your sound settings real quick.
I mean, I could just go to my sound settings here.
Exactly. What do you currently have it set to? Oh, wow. Okay. Not bad. Here, I was thinking you had literally everything basically muted, because I know you've done that before.
Oh, no, it is set that way in Windows.
What?
Yeah, in the audio mixer, it's set down that way.
How well will it be? Oh, no, that will... Never mind.
I mean, it actually does do that. I'm having a moment. It actually does lower it down in
Yeah, I realized because Discord does that
OBS.
too.
Because I lowered my volume for Chrome down just so music wasn't too loud in Windows, and it affected on OBS at least.
Mm.
Also, anytime I open a game, I have to do that because it'll eventually take over the audio, and it's just like, oh.
You don't have my stream audio going through, right?
Actually, let me check that. I don't know. No longer.
Cool. Even though my sounds are better than yours.
It just
Alright,
means we
what's
would hear
that?
double cars.
Convoy.
Although apparently it was really low at the moment. If you know anything about where I'm from, it's a city not too far north that's terribly bad with traffic. It's literally faster to walk.
You've just described any capital city either in the northern U.S. or Canada.
I was gonna say, or aren't
Major
you?
state, my bad.
Yeah. Aren't you in like? Can I please scroll the map? There we go. Aren't you in this? Aren't you here over in Texas? I think it was either you or someone else I'm thinking of.
The hills in Texas.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of then. I don't remember where you were, Aura. So, but yeah,
Oh yeah, Convoy's up. Sorry.
you're too far east. Ah, okay. Yeah, they haven't released anything else. Anything that's like gray and filled in, that is that is purchasable DLC. Anything that has the maps, I've purchased the DLC, and anything that's like black, faded out like this, is not yet made.
I can't wait for them to do Ohio and Pennsylvania.
That'd be good. Get a little closer to home.
Generally, the Northeast U.S. in general.
Imagine living on the mainland. Look, Islander.
Well, at least by the time that they actually release the Northeast U.S., I will no longer live in the ass crack of Pennsylvania and Ohio. Can I say that?
Yes.
Okay. just
There's
making sure.
there's only one word you can't say on this stream, and it's the one that would that got noodle banned.
Ah, yes. I thought so.
What the fuck was that? Okay, that was interesting. The music sounds like someone's rummaging through garbage. And not a cold, desolate rock like me. Right, because you live on the East Coast.
Rummaging through garbage. I don't know we were playing Honkai.
I was tempted to stream that at some point, but I don't know how interesting it would be to stream 15 minutes of gameplay considering how fast I go through my quests. I'll give you a hint. GTA 5's game is based on it. I've never played GTA 5. I actually don't know much about it at all. The only GTA game I've actually played is Vice City on the PS2. Am I in the convoy?
Yes, you are.
I am in the
Art,
convoy, okay.
You're gonna do something for me.
What is that?
You're gonna pick my truck for today.
Oh, I'm gonna pick your truck, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna throw this lip balm at my screen, and wherever it hits, I will pick. So scroll up and down. Oh no, wait, hang on. Some of these are empty.
Yeah. No, these are mine. These are my trucks. These.
Oh, okay, up 4. Okay. You know what?
2,
Actually, let's
5.
do this because I'm terrible at this. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
5.
4.
It's 1 and 5.
1 and 5. Oh, right. Okay. Well, then I'll redo it then. Pick a number between 1 and 5.
The answer is 5.
Well, there you go.
All right. I guess I'm still in my Mac for today.
Yeah. Oh god, my tracking. What happened this time? Why does it keep losing me today? What do you mean I can't say peck? I've just about McFucking had it. Come on. Your driver looks like he's an old man tricked into the job by promising he'd get his old train conductor job back. I can kind of see that.
Oh yeah. I guess we should explain
Oh,
our
oh!
setups.
I'm tiny!
Well, that's nothing new.
Small brain. Okay, everything's fine. I don't know
You
why
are
I have.
small.
I was
You are
very
small in every way that you, except the one you want to be.
Yeah. just the I like these facial emotions. just
Uh,
yeah. staring off to the side.
Yes. So you're just playing with a controller.
Yes, I am on controller. Bun has an actual wheel setup. Yandere? Look, I'm more of Yandere because as much as I would love to be Yandere, that would be too much paperwork.
Yes, I'm using a wheel and pedals. I'm also using something called Track IR, which tracks my head movements. It literally clips onto my headphones. And there's a IR receiver at the top of my monitor. Anyways, pick a job, because you're the one with less skill than me.
Oh, I see how it is. Quick job market.
I could have worded that in a much more rude way, but I
Let's-
felt like being nice.
I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't think many others are gonna be nice to me.
Yeah, well, everyone else is gay.
I might be too. Who knows? What are some of the names here? Tucumcari? Okay. Oh man, we should start out of Las Vegas. Let's do it. Oh jeez, that's such a long route.
Okay.
What's up?
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Scroll to the previous pages. Because, like, routes will get progressively shorter as you scroll to the right.
Ah yes, but they're very small. Let's go for something a little longer. Let's see. There we go. We can go here because this is not a place I've been to yet. Wait,
To
urgent
Huron?
delivery.
Mm,
Might require us to haul ass. Let's see. What else have we got?
well, we're hauling something. I didn't know we were hauling ass.
Okay, sometimes you just gotta do. What do we make it? Used packaging. Okay, wait, hang on. We can just haul cars? Fragile cargo. Urgent delivery. We're quickly just delivering an entire shipment of bins. There we go, I'll pick this one.
Okay, good. Standard delivery. Not bad. No! No, do not kick!
Don't kick me, Bun! I'm fragile.
Trailer do I want to pull? Give me that. No, give me that one. That's more realistic to what this sort of trailer would be.
Oh, jeez, it... It, like, snaps. That's interesting.
Oh, you're...
Ugh, I don't know if I like having that on, actually.
Oh, you can turn that off.
Yeah, I think I will. It's nice, but, I think it's just because it moves too fast. Actually, I think it's more like because I'm used to using both my fingers at the same time. Let's turn that one off. And who's blinker? Yeah. And just like any other day of the week, I'm dying on the inside.
I thought you were dying on the outside. I thought that was the normal occurrence.
You know? I don't know. Probably both. It's just this throat of mine. Oh, right. You actually have to drive to your destination.
I don't know how far out I am.
I probably should have checked
9
what
miles.
location you are. Okay. So we're gonna wait for Bun to show up first. Actually, wait, we can watch him in real time. Hang on.
Oh, you can literally just invert our cameras. Can you
I
like,
was-
also do the audio at the same time?
I was honestly just opening the map. Stare at my GPS in full
Oh.
screen while I drink
Let's go.
or finish off this can of Monster.
Oh, screw off. The light was yellow.
I got one that I was curious about because I wanted to know what it tasted like. It says Aussie style lemonade.
I need to sit back or else my track IR hasn't fit. I'm speeding.
Jeez,
I'm
Bun.
not used to this yet. I'm setting a very bad example. I'm tired. I just woke up.
This is why you don't start driving right after waking up, eh?
And tell that's like 99% of the truck drivers sitting at the rest area when it turns to 8 in the morning.
No, I believe that. Considering a lot of them probably just get up and just go. I can barely fucking walk when I get out of bed. I can't imagine just immediately hopping into a car.
It's not so bad once you're actually rolling.
All
Helps to stop at McDonald's and get a iced caramel macchiato first.
I genuinely thought you were gonna say like 3 to 5 double cheeseburgers because they're cheap.
That
My
doesn't
means of
hurt.
waking up is just food, not really drink. What if your bed is in your truck? Well, actually, funny you say that, because...
Yeah.
Ah, it does! Okay,
Yes.
this one does have one.
Yeah.
There is actually a bed inside the truck. You actually do sleep inside the truck.
Yes.
And it's actually relatively comfortable, honestly. There was,
Okay.
Ah, you're aware, fair enough. So, when I was coming back from visiting Bun at one point, the car we were driving in kind of broke. And we had to get towed
Causing problems.
all the way from, like... God, where were we? We were just outside of where your town was. Yeah, we were basically like an hour out from you.
Jesus, my track driver is not having it.
We were out, yeah, because we were an hour out from you, and then we had to get picked up. The first one did not have any sort of like back seat or anything, so I was like shoved in between the 2 front seats, trying not to make my knees hit the console. But once we made it across the Canadian border, the one trailer that was dragging us across and dragged us the rest of the way had a bed in the back, so I was finally able to get some sleep. Oh my god. Nothing is more relaxing than sleeping in a car while it's driving.
Okay, I'm almost there.
Oh, good. I'm just staring at the bed. Oh, this one doesn't have a microwave.
I don't have the space for it, but a lot of these trucks are spec'd out so base model that they don't like. My Kenworth didn't have a refrigerator and it didn't have a microwave.
I should probably start the truck.
Neither did my Freightliner. Schneider.
There we go.
Okay, Track IR, you're moving over here.
Can't see part of my dashboard. Hang on. This is something that bothers the shit out of me, but because I don't drive my own trucks in the game, I usually just use the ones I'm provided.
Take your seat higher.
Yeah, I
'Cause
kind of need
I
to move lower,
realized
actually.
that you-
'Cause I wouldn't be able to see the lights. Also, let me
What
quickly
the hell
up
is
my
Track
field of
IR
view.
doing? This is not fun.
Move my wheel down a little bit, just so I can actually see the rest of my dash. And there we go. There we go. Now I can see the rest of my dash.
If you
It's
have your
also me.
audio turned up, you should at least hear me when I pull in.
I do have it set up a little bit, but I can mostly hear the horn. Oh my goodness. I swear to God, I just need to constantly have a pack of lozenges on my desk just so I can suckle on that. Or get maple candy, because apparently that works just as well. If not better. Just need to glaze my insides with maple. That would solve all my problems, wouldn't it? I see Bun on the GPS. He's almost here.
Yeah, I'm hurrying.
I need to hurry up. Are you trucking yet? Well, I'm in the truck. We're just waiting for Buns to show up.
Did you just say my name with an S?
Yeah, with an apostrophe S. Your truck.
Seems unnecessary, but you know, I'm not gonna criticize your English.
Look, I mean, my English is poor to begin with. You know
It's
this.
more just like the usage. You could have just said, we're just waiting on Bun, instead of waiting on Buns, implying that you're waiting on my truck, and instead implying that you're waiting on me.
The truck actually drives you. You don't drive the truck.
Yeah, we're heading that way.
What?
Self-driving trucks are
Oh.
very quickly being developed. First
When
step
every
is
industry-
electric.
You are the
Second
truck.
step is self-driving.
Ran, you are not the truck. You are not this chunky boy. The front of my truck looks like a very happy face.
I hate the Lone Star. It's so hideous.
It looks so happy to see me, though. How can you hate this derpy looking expression, man?
It's hideous.
Oh my god, can I stop having
You
freaking...
are...
Why do American
That's
trucks
the
have these
hiring
huge
agency.
noses? Actually, I think Bun can
Because
actually...
because our roads are actually bigger than yours.
Yes. Everything's bigger in America.
We used to use cab overs like what Europe has, but the reason that Europe still uses cab overs is because your roads are way too small to handle anything bigger. Also because comfort and safety. You see, when commercial vehicles first became a thing, there were length restrictions on the total length of the combination vehicle. Not just the truck, not just the trailer, no, the entire combination vehicle. So what companies would do is they would buy up cab overs, because cab overs were short, and that would allow them to haul longer trailers. But then the government basically decided to... Sorry, I'm thinking. I've got my trailer, let's go.
Alright. Ah, you were inside my truck, man. Are you two having a truck kiss? No. We pick up our stuff in the same location when we're in a convoy. It's just when you're at a pick-up and drop-off area, collision is disabled.
So, at some point, the government reduced the maximum length of trailers to 53 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So, oversized loads exempt. So, it just didn't make any sense to make cab overs, because cab overs were also a pain to work on, because you had to hinge the entire cab up. So you had to make sure you had all of your belongings out of the vehicle before doing that.
What kind of psychopath carries 53 feet of truck?
The entirety... Oh, never mind.
Whose feet? Oh. Right, okay, you're making this kind of joke. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because we're fat, loud, and obnoxious, and obviously our trucks have to be the same. I don't know. Honestly, this is just something I've kind of seen in passing, and it's more of a serious answer, but honestly, I've met more nice people from the US than I have in Canada. Canada has, like, 1 in every 100,000 is a nice person, and they're all clustered in one area. People who refuse to use the metric system out of spite. But Canada uses these trucks too, right? I wouldn't know.
Yes.
Okay, there's your answer.
The entire American continent uses these sorts of trucks.
Mm-hmm. Actually, come to think of it, I've definitely seen it too.
I'm not sure if Mexico does, but I think so, because... Yeah, because you have to have a special certification, but you can actually drive these trucks and trailers down to Mexico, depending on the load.
Hello, officer.
That's why I was in Texas that one time, Mark. I was dropping off a trailer at customs to have someone else pick it up and take it across the border. But yes, these trucks do cross into Canada and Mexico. Rather, they're used in both places. They're not exclusive to the U.S.
Wait, are
yes,
you an
I'm an actual trucker?
Oh, you can see the chat too. Okay, I wasn't sure.
I actually got my Class A CDL before I was legal to drive outside of my own state. It's for insurance reasons mainly, but if you are under 21, you are not allowed to drive any commercial vehicle outside of your home state. So I had my CDL at 20, but nobody would hire me, so I just kind of had to sit on it for a little while longer before I turned 21, and then I hired on to my first trucking company. My first truck was a 2017 Kenworth T680. And that thing was a piece of junk, because I had to get it from a repo yard, and it would slip in fifth gear, and the rubber fairings on the back of the cab were flopping around in the wind, so I had to pull over and rip them off.
Oh. Yes, in America we have bigger trucks that carry less freight. From what I've seen on the benefit of that, it means you have a lot more space up here in the cab. Yee. I am speeding. I should really be watching my speed limit. Or my speed in general. Oh, yes, absolutely.
65 through here. How far behind me are you?
I can see you at the edge of my GPS at the moment.
I'll cut back a little bit, let you catch up.
There we go. Trying to get up to there so I can use my cruise control. No Canadian racer. No Canadian road racer. When they finish making all of America for American Truck Sim, there's speculation they might also do Canada afterwards. Although it's probably not going to be difficult to do Canada because there's not as much.
Is there speculation?
Roads?
All I know is that the modding community has done something called Pro Mods, which is literally fan-made map content.
Ah. Is that what the... God, what's the company that makes these games called again?
SCS.
Is that what SCS has been pulling on whenever they update a country, a province? Sorry, it's a
No.
state because America. God damn it. Brain work. Is there a Cybertruck in the game that carries 1 ton only, takes 20 hours to recharge, and can only go up to 200 kilometers? No, unfortunately. Granted, with how big America is, a comfortable ride is actually a benefit.
No, comfortable ride is more a bonus effect of safety. Because you have this giant crumple zone on the front of the vehicle.
Ah.
So
Yes.
from a safety standpoint, it's much better. As opposed to being in a cab over where you take the full brunt of whatever you hit.
This music is very, it seems
Way
unfitting.
station.
Wait station? Alright. A lot of land between the coasts here. Yeah, there's a lot in the middle of Canada, but it's mostly trees, where, from what I am aware, at least America has stuff in the middle of it. Although it's a lot
The
smaller
Western
cities.
U.S. is very bland. Eastern U.S. has a lot of hills, a lot of scenery. I much prefer the Eastern U.S. Of course, I am from the Eastern U.S.
Pull into the wait station. Alright, well, I'll take off cruise control for the moment. I was trying to find, like, an item that I could use to put a wheel in front of these hands of mine that I'm holding up here. Holding my arms out like this, I just look like I have no hands, actually. Now
You made that image that one time of Erina in a pickup truck.
Yes.
You remember that?
I do remember. I think I have
I was
that
gonna
saved on my
say-
laptop somewhere.
I was gonna say you could do that again, but have it more of an overlay.
That's what I was thinking of doing, but then I was like, that sounds like a lot to try and fit onto the layout.
Yes, it would be.
I was tempted to actually put it on top of your icon there. The Midwest has a lot of pretty looking nothing.
Mr. Peterbilt, I'm coming over. Thank you.
This song's more fitting, I swear. I did not look anything truck related, yet this channel is called Truck Stop.
35 through here. What? Where are we?
Where the hell are we? Is that a burger? Oh, there we go. That
Given
hurt
where
me.
we are in the U.S., this is not at all unrealistic.
I'm starting to think that VTube Studio actually lags very heavily on the computer. Given it probably takes a lot more resources than I'm giving credit to track my face.
Well, at least it's not lagging your game. What the fuck?
Yeah, ironically on OBS it's not lagging. On here I can see jitters here and there.
My emergency braking system just kicked in. I'm gonna turn that off, honestly.
Oh,
It's not
a
working
burger?
well
Oh
enough
god,
for me.
it's the start of the RE2 remake. Oh no. Specifically your face, am I right? Just kidding. Wow. Wow. Where's my pout?
Where
Where's
is
my
the
pout?
setting? Where
There's
is
my
the
pout.
setting? Where is this setting?
What are you looking for? Oh, I'm still pouting. What the fuck?
Cruise control. Where's
I'll
the automatic
pop
braking
myself.
system?
Good. I
can't
think
find
that was
the
in...
emergency brake system.
I'm looking at it.
Where?
Scroll back up a little bit. You automatically break stuff there.
Emergency brake system. There we are. Disabled. Now let me stop obstructing traffic.
That's a good idea. Oh yeah, Ran. I did
You're
say
gonna
I
need
would
the
do
left
this,
lane.
so... There. Am I gonna need to be in the left lane, is what you said?
Yes.
Why am I not
Literally,
moving?
GPS
Oh,
will
I've...
be making a left turn. Ah! We just started and you're already pulling out in front of me.
Hi, how you doing? This is my spot now. Oh god, I just realized something problematic. I can't
What?
see the fucking lights. Are you gonna listen
Don't
to
worry,
the
it's
EHOB
still
music?
red.
No, not at the moment. That requires me to tab out, which then also kind of fucks with all my windows. I swear this music is getting louder, though.
Green light.
Ah, I can actually see the green light. Alright, let's go. I also feel like I'm too far to the left, visually. But then again, maybe that's just because I'm so used to everything in the middle.
Turn is
Maximum
right
power.
here, Ark. Ark, the turn is right here.
I know, I'm just turning... I go out a little bit, then I turn.
That's a mistake.
It is?
In fact, we are explicitly taught not to do that.
Oh.
Because there is the concern that impatient drivers, specifically if you're making a right turn, that they might see you going slightly to the left and think that you're making a turn that way, and so they'll try and move into your right to make a turn, and then you end up clipping them.
Huh. At maximum power, go into oncoming traffic. Let's not. That sounds like a dangerous idea. Okay, this music is getting louder, I swear to God. Also, if it looks like I'm jittering my wheel compared to Bun driving smoothly,
Oh, rain.
that's a side effect of using a control. Okay, it is definitely getting louder. Hold on, I'm gonna pull over for a second. It is actually getting louder. Why? Ah, Jesus. Why was that just getting louder and louder? That's really obnoxious.
Not a lot of shoulder space to do an emergency stop, but fuck it, they can go around me.
Wait, it's raining for you, but not for me?
Yeah, remember there is some inconsistency in the weather system in Convoy.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
sure they're
true.
working on it.
They're fucked for being impatient. I mean, yeah, well, maybe. At least maybe according to... Oh, parking brakes on.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. Our job as truck drivers is to minimize problems like that as much as possible. We are trained to expect that sort of behavior from drivers.
You are trained to expect everyone on the road is stupid.
Alright, you rolling?
Yep, I'm in here. Blow it up, gas truck, blow it up, GTA time. You know, the bigger car. You have the right of way. That's how it
Not
is.
necessarily.
Well, yeah, that's... Even at work,
Well, a
if
lot
I
of
have a
people-
big full truck or cart, like, to bring out onto the floor, then
A
yeah,
lot
that's
of-
how it works, but, like...
A lot of people who drive big, lifted, straight-piped pickup trucks seem to think that having a bigger vehicle gives them the right of way.
Oh,
but it
there's the
doesn't.
rain. Wait, what's my wipers? There we go. My wipers are on now. I found the rain, Bun. I had to move
Nice.
like 20 feet forward.
75 through here. I don't know if I want to do that in these conditions.
I believe in myself. I'm also crazy as shit, so, you know. Maybe upping my field of view in this game is actually not a good idea. Because it makes it actually kind of hard to see, like, the lights and my dashboard. I might turn my thing down if we ever end up taking a stop at some point.
I think I'm going to settle on 65.
Sounds like a good idea. Actually, if I turn on cruise control, I should just... No, I won't match you, but I'll, like, never hit you.
Well, that's not me in front of you.
Oh, it isn't. You're right. It's some slow asshole. I'm gonna get in the left lane. Come on, go into a collision already. Rand, why do you want me to be a bad driver? I feel the need to ask, Rand. Do you have your license? No backseat driving. 'Cause funny. I'm not gonna do the funny thing and to get into a crash. Not on purpose, at least.
Chances are, if we're driving close enough together, something stupid will happen, and then we'll both end up crashing.
Probably.
Just wait for it. It seems to happen regardless.
Yeah. Bitch, I'm taking the wheel. Ah, if I keep getting it, I just watched the truck vanish in the distance. Alrighty then. Yeah, Ark, that's more like it. Oh my god, Ran. Speed up, maximum speed. Jesus Christ. It's like that game that I ended up seeing at one point called, I think it was called, Handbrake? Something like that? Basically, it was a game that made using a stick shift into something very lewd. And if you got caught by the police...
Why does it not surprise me?
Hmm?
Why does it not surprise me that you know about something like that?
Because a guy I watched called Mega G Wolf ended up doing a video on it a long time ago. I think that was actually before I met you, actually.
Almost certainly. You caught up to me yet?
I'm right behind
Be
you.
careful. Anytime I look at my mirror, I keep drifting into the left lane.
I might as well tell him to go to Plaid. Push that car out of the way. It overtook you on the right. Kill him. That I do that on occasion, honestly. If the driving in this game gets that, or AI drivers rather, the freaking pedestrians, we'll call them.
It's entirely within his right to do that. It's not preferred, but I don't think
the guardrails do not exist.
there it might be, but it's not. I don't think it's fully illegal here. Especially if you have a left lane bandit situation where someone's sitting in the left lane just to sit there.
Overtaking on the right lane is illegal. Okay, Bun, those guardrails back there just did not exist, by the way.
I see that. I just looked over and saw that. Europe is a lot more strict with its road laws than
Guardrails are a myth.
than here.
You can just overtake on the right in the U.S. Question mark?
You're preferred to overtake on the left, but if you have someone really slow sitting in the left lane and there's space to safely pass them on the right, then yeah, go for it. As far as I'm aware, that's perfectly legal. Never been told
I don't know any of
otherwise.
this. I don't have my license.
Because if someone is sitting in the left lane and being
That's only if, yeah.
slow, then he is a danger to. Really?
No wonder you guys have such accidents on the traffic radar. I mean,
I'm not even gonna acknowledge that. Because that's just such a biased argument. I'm not even going to entertain it.
accidents will happen regardless.
It
I
doesn't
can
matter
see
where you
areas where the railing just does not exist still. Here, I think the railings mod broke.
Oh yeah, that railing didn't exist either.
No, we just have many people with licenses. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's also a factor, because Kodaman was trying to learn to drive. But it turns out the process for actually getting a license in Europe is a lot stricter than it is here. So yeah, I mean...
It's...
But your road system is also infinitely different than ours. Your system over there actually very heavily favors public transportation more than cars. So there's no, like, in-city driving. Well, there is, but not nearly as much as we have here, because our cities were actually built for cars. Oh, I love public transportation too, and that's one thing that I wish our cities did better.
Same.
In fact, if I end up moving where I'm planning to move, I'll be able to take advantage of public transportation.
Do you watch Not Just Bikes?
I do not.
I know one other person in Bun server does. And, I think I've shown some of them to you. Hey, Ferdy!
Oh, hey, that's the guy who does really good art, isn't he?
Yeah, he's also the one that did my my reference sheet for Ark.
I actually have seen a couple of videos from him, Ran. I agree with a lot of his points, but I don't think we should heavily Europe.
Oh Jesus, I am speeding. I am speeding very heavily.
What the? Oh, that was you. That explains a lot.
I was like, why am I going 75? Oh, right.
I don't think that we should one-to-one copy what Europe does, because it just doesn't work with our system. Our roads are not designed for that.
I did not hit a car, I don't think.
So a system like that does not one-to-one translate. We also have really weird laws for rail freight, which makes passenger freight unprofitable. Or passenger rail. I'm tired. Leave me the fuck alone.
Bun woke up like I do right before the stream, but Bun also takes a little longer to wake up.
Fuck you. I had a bad dream and couldn't wake up.
That's fair. I understand. Normally, bad dreams just cause me to wake up in like a jolt. I'm kind of surprised you stay in those dreams. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Jeez. I swear I'm not dying.
It could have fooled me. Actually, you know what? That guy's going kind of slow. Oh, it's 75.
Oh, now it's 75 again. All right.
Weather's clearing up.
Probably also turn off my high beams.
Why were you running with them on anyways?
It's force of habit to turn on all my lights when I start up the truck. I'm sorry. You really need to change the zoning laws in the U.S. suburbs. Having vast areas, only a single-family homes, is killing your city's budgets.
Yeah, honestly, that's... You're preaching to the choir at that point. There's no way that's gonna get fixed.
There's a lot of laws we need to change. Yes.
That's the case anywhere. There are always laws that need to change for the better, but they won't anytime soon because it just doesn't benefit... Well, somebody doesn't get any benefit from it. It doesn't matter what you do. As long as we're in a society where there are... No, I'm not going to go into that. Because I don't know how to word it without sounding overly political.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's not at all my intention anyways.
Mm-hmm.
There are always laws that need to change.
Either need to change or be carefully modernized. Not like what happened with C11. That shit's stupid.
I don't think we are. I don't think we're going to go bankrupt.
Yeah, it's
Could
not
there be
really a
improvements
bankrupt as a problem. It's
Could there be improvements? Yeah, but more than anything, it's just
trying to get to the right speed.
cost of living in certain areas is just bad.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's what it hits the most. Is it's not really the city running out of money. It hits the populace more because the cost
city
of living.
spending its money on the wrong things.
Yeah. Whenever we go bankrupt, sooner or later, it's Ponzi scheme. Because, like, me trying to find a one-bedroom place for myself is impossible. Only lurking now, have fun. Fair enough. Hey, wait! I looked over at the chat.
That would explain it.
I can tell when I'm looking at the chat because I do that thing where you look where you want to go when you're driving.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know how that is.
I do make use of that, ironically enough, whenever I'm pushing the carts at work.
Mm-hmm.
Or pulling the skid lift. Because, you know, big thing. Don't check Trat? Don't check Trat... Don't check chat and drive. We've been over this. Cost of maintaining the road services in the suburb. Yeah, there's a bunch of roads near here specifically also that are completely torn up. And the city's been going through them piece by piece. Also, this city, I swear to God,
Well,
we have two seasons. Winter and construction.
Well, unfortunately, or rather fortunately, our country is actually pretty profitable, so the amount we spend on maintaining our roads isn't actually that bad in the long term.
As long as they're also done properly, unlike my driveway, which is sinking. Also, I need to slow down. I probably should have pulled that blinker out sooner, but I don't care. I mean, I do, but,
Nope,
you know.
taking this exit.
Yeah, I just realized that myself. I thought the GPS voice was on, but it's not. Why is the roads are bad so often? It's kind of like when they were made as well, and how long they've been there. Some roads don't get maintained because the area just wasn't cared about for so long.
The problem,
I
Ryan,
need to
is
gas
that what
up.
you're suggesting would take, honestly, over 100 years to fully implement across the entire U.S.
Oh, that's red light. Oops. I need to gas up, bud. What about you?
Might as well. I'll pull in with you.
Sounds good. Better than doing it never. True, but you can't really do it all at once.
I mean, our system works. Just because it doesn't work to your standards doesn't mean it doesn't work for us.
Fair.
Wait, where's the fuel station?
There's the gas station right here, isn't there?
Yeah.
We can gas up here. Although I think we're using, like, a civvy one. See, this is why I pull out a little bit, because I'm pretty sure I just hit something. Like, I know you're not supposed to, like, pull out all the way, but I don't trust my turning skills in this.
Well, what you do then is you pull forward a little bit more and then make a sharp turn rather than pulling off to one side.
That's what I thought I was saying, but I guess I misworded it then. But yeah, I pull out, like, out forward, not out to the side kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna avoid streams this month, lol. Oh, that's fair, I guess. It's a lot of random stuff and mostly multiplayer stuff.
Nah, it's probably me.
No, it's not you. Look, we're both rabbits here. We can understand that. Dear God, how many friggin'... What does it mean when every time it dings? What was $1,000 for gas?
That's an old thing from, Oh, you're ready?
I am ready. I'm filled up.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first, because I don't trust being in front of you.
Alright. You know, we're going to do this easy way. We're going to go this way and come around, rather than making a sharp turn.
I agree. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but what do you do about the families that are displaced by having their houses removed?
Like, they're not empty houses. That's the problem.
It's not like this is a game of... Excuse me? Okay.
25 through here?
My
Okay.
window reflected a barrier, and I thought we couldn't go this way.
Mm.
It's not like this is a game of City Skylines. We can't just
kick
remove
them
houses
out.
at will.
The city could buy... I mean, there's no real good situation that we can really come up with. Like, we're not politicians. We're not contractors. We're not city planners. We really can't give you an answer at the end of the day. We can give you a theory, but every theory has its flaws and arguments to go through, and like, eventually it's just going to get heated if we keep trying to solve this like we're political people. Because it's
All
not
I can
going to
say
work.
for certain is that if you try to evict people from their homes that they have purchased and own, there's going to be problems.
Especially in, like...
Because regardless, you're going to have to put those people somewhere else.
oh my goodness, my throat. There we go. Oh, that's because we have things over here called landlords. Well, we're talking specifically about if you own the house, but yes, landlords are also another issue.
Not really.
Well, I mean for displacing people, because that happens a lot. It's like, oh, this building, we're gonna sell it. All of you need to move out. Like a month. That's it. That's all. Actually, the building I lived in was basically condemned when I was living over in my last apartment there, Bun.
I mean, if you rent a house or a place to live...
Then you don't really own it.
No, you don't own it. So, please don't flash your high beams at me.
I wanted to see how far it would reach, sorry. Fun thing about this game, if I turn on my high beams, it goes through his truck and into his cabin. So I'm basically lighting up his cabin for him. In fact, some of yours buy our stuff too. Blackstone? Something like that? Can I show it again? What, this? Yeah, here, you can see his cabin lighting up.
Yeah, see how I'm going to pull forward a little bit more and then turn sharp?
Yeah, that's usually what I try to do. I don't really try to pull out. Yeah, that's... me lighting up his cabin is more like a problem with the game itself than the lighting mod. We have tried
fair.
mods to fix that, but...
Not really. It doesn't bother me.
It
That's why
bothers you if I leave
implemented
them
the
on.
headlight. Yes, that's why we implemented the headlight fix mod. So, interesting thing, since we just crossed a railroad crossing and it was active,
Yeah.
One of the rules we have as truck drivers that's actually on the test for getting our CDL is, no, it's completely randomized if a train comes or not. But if a train is crossing and the railroad is occupied, you can stop no closer than 15 feet and no further away than 50. Just a little bit of trucker lore there for you.
Lore? Trucker lore?
What else to say? It's what we're taught.
I think trucker lore, and I'm just thinking the Great Trucker Ferry for some reason. God damn it! I can't laugh anymore! Every time I laugh, it just turns into coughs. Can we just call it trucker lore instead of trucker law from now on, honestly? Cloth? Cot? I think you were trying to switch words like that. I do the same thing, but it's not funny. Jesus, where the hell are we that it's so dark? Fun.
Yes.
Where are we?
I don't know. Let me see. We're heading into Sholo, just out of Holbrook. We're going to be taking State Route 60. Not State Route. We're going to be taking US 60 to Shirako. And wait, that's not. Whatever the fuck that is, I don't. Socorro? I don't fucking know. I hate the Western U.S. But yeah, then we're at our destination.
So we're not far off. How much did we started with like 8 hours out from the end of this? By the way, traveling in this, although my GPS says almost 4 hours to our destination, that's not in real time. It's compressed. It's not real time, or else that would be hilarious. Imagine you start up this game and you're like, oh, sweet, a 35-hour job. I'm just going to sit here for a day and a half. Holy shit. You're going like Mach 1. No, not really. I was going a little over the speed limit. That's also because I wasn't aware what I was doing. What am I running over? Oh, I ran over a car! There you go, Ran. If you check my left rear view mirror, you will see I basically ran over a car. You were going a mile every second. Or 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, that's because I was going down a hill, and I gained a lot of speed. That's the right way I was talking.
What is this guy doing? He's just sitting there.
Menacingly?
No, he's just sitting there doing God knows what. Hi.
Hi, I was honking at him.
Did you hear my horn?
I would probably have to turn up the sound a little bit. I don't think I can hear it. Hey, that! I don't think I can hear it over the music. That depends. Are you using this horn? Because the other one's still bugged.
This is my light horn.
I can't hear it.
And this is my air horn.
Right. I remember going a truck downhill makes you go 1,400 kilometers an hour. That's fucking fast. But, yeah, I mean, imagine having all this weight and you're just going down a hill.
That's why we have things called engine brakes.
I don't know if I have mine on. I probably do.
Although ours are electronic nowadays. The old ones used what was called a Jake brake.
Jake? Jake from State Farm?
Khakis?
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
He sounds ugly. She sounds ugly. Yeah, well, it's a dude, so whatever.
That makes it worse.
That does
I just
actually.
realized.
Commercials you didn't realize have a slightly weird undertone. Oh, that's the oncoming lane on the other lane. I can't turn left. Okay. So 3 seconds to go from 189 to 188 miles left. You were driving. Oh, okay, yeah, you're looking at that specifically. Yeah, that if I'm going fast enough, then it basically goes a mile a second.
I'm gonna do 60. It's 65 through here, but I don't really trust.
I was slowing down because literally everything in front of me was doing 30 miles an hour, and I'm just like, what? Why? So here's the thing. I can set this game to run off the metric system if I want. But all the road signs, not the ones on the GPS, but all the road signs are in Imperial still. Look, if you want realism, Star Citizen is the best. Yeah. Hang on, I'm still coming. I'm still catching up. I don't think I've taken my finger off this trigger once. Or off the gas, rather. Also, the reason that I also want to keep the music kind of upbeat and peppy, if I have like,
you awake.
yes, if I am playing this game, I will with something relaxing, I will get hit by something that they call road hypnosis, which, if for anyone that doesn't know, basically if you keep staring at the road and you're not like actively doing something else, you're just gonna put yourself to sleep.
And that's why, as truckers, they teach us to do a mirror sweep and a gauge sweep every 13 seconds.
I'm going too fast again. Oh, they dropped the speed again. Damn it.
That basically means you look at your mirrors and then look at your gauge cluster.
Yeah, keep your eyes moving and such. That way you're active and keeping your attention everywhere. It also helps when I have to like keep looking over at chat to see if there's a new message in it. I doubt you'd fall asleep while talking to your co-host on stream. I've fallen asleep with 2 other people in this voice call, and we're all driving trucks. It dropped the speed again. God damn it. I didn't even notice the sign that time.
It dropped it and then immediately raised it. I hate this video game.
Really? It did? Okay, so after I get past this road, it's gonna go up again. I can see the freaking speed limit sign. Damn it.
Oh god, don't hit me.
You could get a trucker cat.
Dust balls, what are those? Those
Trucker
things that
cat?
roll
Oh,
across
tumbleweed.
the... Tumbleweed, thank you.
Just 100 miles per hour. Just go on. Actually, my truck is soft capped, I think, at 90? So it can't go faster than that. I don't know if that's because I'm using a provided truck or if that's in the settings, though.
If you have speed limiter on, then... actually, I think the speed limiter locks you to 65.
Ah. Well, that's certainly what I'm trying to get up to now.
You get the same
is
amount of money as long as you deliver on time. You start losing money if you're late, that's all.
Ah. Oh, that makes sense, then. Yeah, there is a trucker who has a cat live with him in his truck. I believe it. I'm pretty sure that some also have, like, a dog living with them. Because, you know,
I've
Who
seen
doesn't-
multiple of those.
they just kind of
You
keep
go
their
to
head
any-
out the
you
window.
go to any truck stop at night and you'll see... Not at night, but you go to any truck stop in general, you'll see that probably about 70% of the truckers, the owner-operator truckers,
Yeah.
the people that own their own trucks and aren't using company trucks,
They have, like, a pet with them, usually.
they'll have animals with them. They'll either have their partner with them, or they'll have animals with them.
If you're quicker, then you can get to your next job. This is true, but at the
But if
same
you're
time, that's
quicker,
really
then
dangerous.
If you're quicker, then you have a higher chance of rolling over.
Or a police officer driving by and giving you a ticket anyways, even if you've got traffic violations turned off, like I do. That's why I'm able to run over a small family in a small convertible and don't get in trouble for it.
Speed drops to 30 up here.
It does? Oh
You
god,
are-
it goes from 65 to 30? Ah!
What did you do?
I looked one way. I did the thing again.
I just saw that. Interesting. I'm proud of you.
Almost full front. Jesus, Rand. The speed is merely a suggestion, did you know? Mm-hmm. He's proud of me because I didn't collide, that's why.
I always just say I'm proud of him just because...
I need the
why
ego
the heck
boost.
not? No, I do it just to troll.
Oh. Troll pride. Can you make a gas station explode? No, I cannot. You know what? At one point, I'll play, like, 007 Nightfire. In that mission, you can literally just shoot a gas station and get a Bond moment. It's 1 out of 0.
I did not see his speed limit sign. When did it go up to 55? What
55.
SCS? Give me speed limit signs.
It's 55 where I am, and I'm right behind you, so...
Yeah. Oh, you are right behind me. How about that?
Yeah, I caught up. Needs more explosion and car wrecks. Oh, there's car
Oh,
wrecks!
that's not me. That's a, tanker in front of you. I'm further up.
Yeah. Trust me, there are car wrecks. We've had some interesting situations. So, there's, like, probably a memory leak or something going screwy with the AI in this game, where the more you play or the longer the route, especially if you're in a convoy, The AI traffic goes crazy. I have at one point driven down the road and there's just a car face down, half in the ground, pointing up. And then a car pile up to the side of it.
Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it?
It happened multiple times. We also get to see something called phantom trucks, where eventually a truck will just kind of appear and disappear for a second and scare the shit out of you.
Comedic pop sound effect.
Like that. Look, if you want a gas station to explode, play Left 4 Dead's No Mercy Part 3. You can even be in the explosion. Why don't you play that, then? I have very little interest in Left 4 Dead, honestly. There was someone who wanted to play it with me, and I might say yes at some point if our timetables line up. But I probably won't be too into it, honestly. I was never really interested in zombie survival kind of games. Not Left 4 Dead. Not Left 4 Dad, but the one you mentioned. Which one did I mention? I need someone to beam the past 4 minutes into my brain.
What? What happened?
I need someone to beam the past 4 minutes into my brain because I'm having a moment.
4 minutes of what?
Conversation. Oh, the
Okay,
one that I
just
mentioned.
Look to the left and see. Look to the left and see all the satellite dishes that are going to attract aliens.
Oh boy. Alianos.
I used to be scared of those because that's how I thought they did.
Oh. Nue, is that you? That's the only Toho character I can think of that would even pull reference to the word alien. Namely because I think it's in her song name. Allen's? Oh no. If I turn on cruise control, that would be amazing right now. There we go. You were talking about some game and then Red Orange I assume you meant this game. No, I was talking about 007 Nightfire specifically on the GameCube. I think it was Nightfire? No, it might be Agent Under Fire, actually. I don't know, maybe I'll play it at one point. Maybe during the month where I play a bunch of games from my childhood, specifically the Nostalgia month.
I wonder if I have enough time to make this merge.
Probably. I don't see anything ahead of me. No, the game that Aura, I think, was playing was...
Never mind.
Was
There's
mentioning
something.
was Left 4 Dead. Okay, I think my brain is functioning. I've given it a quick reboot, and by that I mean I went full derp for like 20 seconds trying to figure out what the hell I was talking about.
Oh, I guess we're doing 55 because this guy in front of me can't do anything faster than that, and there's too much traffic on the left. I'll take too long to speed up to pass him.
Pain. I'll probably be at the speed when I get there.
It's alright, we're almost to our destination anyways.
That is true.
What's the status of my truck? Eek. I'll probably take the opportunity to,
Fix it.
yeah.
Ah, I've
There
been
we are.
sitting in the same spot, like same position, so I'm stiff in the leg. I'm sitting with my leg crossed under the other. I'm always nervous going like upwards of 65 or higher miles per hour, honestly.
In this game, yeah, because there's no feeling, there's no real feedback, you can't tell what's going on.
It just shows fast stuff going by. Oh, god damn it.
That's why I can do 75 miles an
Whoa.
hour on the Interstate 70 in real life.
Ah.
Because I can actually feel things.
Fair enough. Also, the speed limit dropped again. Yeah! I can't tell if that's me looking down or just adjusting my speed doing that. Jesus.
Drops to 35 through here.
Oh, damn. I mean, we're inside of a town
We are
now,
in town.
so...
Yep.
I'm gonna crack my fingers. I need them. One of these days, I'm gonna invest in a Elgato Stream Deck. Map all my expressions to that. So I don't have to, like, reach forward across my keyboard. I got an achievement. The Land of Enchantment. I feel like I'm gonna have
You should be in the right lane.
I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like I should be over there. Here, I'll let you pull ahead and I'll turn on my blinker and get behind you. Don't honk at me! Don't honk at me. I can hear that horn.
I hate that you can't hear my air horn. Wait, can you hear my air horn?
Yes, I can.
Awesome.
Can you hear mine?
Yes.
Okay, so it is
That's
working.
your light horn.
Oh, my foot. Ow. I uncrossed my legs and now I can feel all the blood rushing through it. Oh, Jesus.
Of course, the AI in this game is kind of stupid in that it doesn't know that if the light is green, it can turn. So it stops.
I just saw someone post something saying, if someone held a gun to my head and told me to subtract 9 from 21, tell my family I love them. And the reply, you are the first person to misspell Like,
What?
the word, I feel like I'm missing something there. Either that, or I ended up filling in the gap when there was a missing word, which, you know, the brain is known for doing.
Oh no, I am 100% confused as well.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like that one meme that was going around for a while. Probably a couple, but like one specifically I'm thinking of. A gun. Oh. Oh. I guess it's because the sound I made. I ended up basically filling in the gap, didn't I? I did fill in the gap. God damn it.
Oh. I thought it was a joke.
Oh.
I completely tuned out from it.
That's
I don't give a crap.
That's fair. There we go. There was a kind of backpedaling a little bit, but like there was a meme I was thinking of all of a sudden where it's like people who read this will never realize that the word is in here twice next to each other. And it's literally people who will never realize the word. And people normally don't end up reading the
I
second
didn't know these lanes
the.
merge.
What? Oh, they do. Should probably turn on my blinker then. Not like there's anybody behind me, so it wouldn't matter. But still, it gotta be courteous. Okay, I'm starting to think that I'm just like too far to the right. But I think that's more because I'm used to when you're driving, your view is like in the middle-ish.
Ugh, I actually hate the mirror placement of this truck.
Adjust it?
I wish I could.
Hmm.
I'll switch to my Cascadia after this.
I mean, you did tell me to pick randomly. Or pick in general, I just picked randomly. Oh, I'm stretching my arms. Oh, Jesus, there we go. Yes, I wish to crack my limbs. Oh, fuck off, bot. I wish to ban the bot. What is this? Promotion for chatbots. Ban. No bots. That hasn't happened in a while. Maybe Twitch was
My
actually
bad
getting...
luck.
Huh?
It's my bad luck.
I thought the rabbit's foot was supposed to be good luck, bud.
I don't care to park this, honestly. Can't be bothered.
That that car was hauling ass around that corner. Holy shit. I think I might have needed to turn there. Hey, you, no droids, get out of here.
We don't serve their kind.
I didn't know Mando was here. No droids. Actually, I started sounding like Shadow instead. I am now imagining Shadow in Mandalorian armor. Hey, Murik made me like 24,000 $.
I specifically went for the short cab version of this. So I may switch back to the long cab.
You know, I'll do it. I'm gonna park it. At the building. I'm not blowing it up. This shouldn't be too tough.
I had a Cascadia. It wasn't one of these models, but
Ah.
it was a previous generation, but it was nice.
Can you, though? I cannot shoot gun. Okay, I am now lined up. Now I've got to back up.
Epic rap battles of history. Maria versus Gun. Killer showed that to me, and it was hilarious.
Spoiler alert, Maria loses.
Let's see. If you can get the trailer straight and get behind it, then pull straight forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, apparently the game will also just let me put it here. Sure.
That's depressing.
Here I am trying to do it properly, and the game's like, here you go. Why even place explosive barrels if you can't shoot them? Rand, why do you just want to be an agent of chaos? Yeah, the game's like, good enough. And now the background has stopped loading in my pause screen here. Stretch my arms! I have $246,000 in this game.
Nice.
I apparently made $243,000 in 7 days in this game.
I wonder if you have enough to buy your own truck now.
I've done that a couple times. And
Your
then I
own
end up
truck
putting...
to drive.
Yeah, I know, but then I end up putting somebody else in it and just use provided trucks anyways. Chaos incarnate. I thought you were Dutch, not Australian. Stormbrise Inc. What is that name? Why do you have a Native American pick? I don't know! I just picked the first thing I saw. Also, this is something I ended up having a long time ago. I don't even remember when I said all this. I would change it if I could, honestly.
You know what? Right, let me adjust my seat position. Oh, I'm thinking about it.
I am going to find a new job. Unless you want to quickly stretch your limbs.
Oh, I'm okay.
What city are we in at the moment?
Head down into, I think, Nevada.
Nevada.
To the right of Arizona. Oh, wait, no, Nevada's right there. Who am I kidding? I think we're in Arizona. Where
Where are we indeed?
Hold
Go to
on.
the deep
I think I can
south.
find your location on the map. No, you're back in your...
I just go home every time I've done the job. I could just find you on the map.
No,
Alright,
I'm
okay.
not there. I'm
You're-
back at my garage.
Oh. Okay, never mind then.
Where were we just?
I was just gonna pick another job. in
Found
general.
it. We're in New Mexico, I think.
Put a controversial slogan on the truck. See if you get shot. I wouldn't get shot.
Find New Mexico.
New Mexico? There's New Mexico. Found New Mexico.
And then look for Socorro. I think it's that one on the left side. There, you found it.
Gollum?
You're literally on top of it.
Oh, the
You're
green
on-
one.
Yeah.
This isn't the Deep South. I was gonna say, isn't the Deep South, like, somewhere else? I don't know. I don't know this terminology. I live, like, up here. So, yeah. Beyond the border. There you go, Bun. That's what we need, right?
Hmm?
That's a good enough job. That's terrible. Oh,
Hey,
that would take
You're the one
forever.
picking.
I'm not picking anything that long. We don't need to go halfway across the U.S. Just do this. It's urgent. They tried in Top Gear, admittedly, like 10 to 15 years ago. Maybe it's different now. I mean, probably, considering most people at this point will just not care. Honestly. You can
Depends
try
on
to
where you
make
are.
controversial opinions, and I honestly feel like most people just straight up don't care anymore.
People in this country are very petty. I can
Yes.
remember the story I told you about Lucky Charms.
Yes.
So we had a neighbor. We nicknamed him Lucky Charms because he looked like a leprechaun. So he would never watch his kids. Well, not his kids, but his girlfriend's kids. And so we were getting ready to leave, Mom and I. We were in our Subaru. We were getting ready to pull away, and this kid of his, tiny little kid wearing nothing but a diaper, runs out right up to our window as I'm starting to move. So of course, I, a safe driver, slam on the brakes. We called the police because that was not safe. You should be watching your kids at all times, especially if they have a tendency to run out in traffic like that.
Mm-hmm. And if they're, like, young enough to be wearing a diaper.
So we filed a report, and then I think about a day later, we come out to our car. We had just actually gotten a security camera set up in our window to watch outside.
Class 3 hazard. Ooh.
And we caught Lucky Charms vandalizing our car.
Ooh.
So we got him kicked out.
You got him busted.
Could have done much worse.
His Lucky Charms luck ran out. I like how it goes from, oh, that's an okay length, to, it's getting kind of long. Maybe. I don't know how long it takes to get from New Mexico over to California. I'm glad I don't live in the U.S.
Well, truthfully, you'll have that problem anywhere. Petty people exist regardless of where you are.
You want to see petty? You want to see petty specifically up here? Most of Quebec. Like, as much as I'm probably being a little racist, a lot of people I've met from Quebec are very much petty. The entirety of our, like, cultural heritage in Canada is we've just bullied the shit out of Quebec and they're done taking our shit. So they want, like, more respect out of it after a while. So, you know, it's justified pettiness, but that doesn't make it right. Yet I've heard a ton of stories like this from the US. I mean,
I think that's just a sort of bias, then. You tend to hear more bad things about the country you aren't in. Because I'm almost certain that there are several problems like this in Europe, because vandalism is everywhere.
yeah. I think it's also not nearly as many people are vocal about it in Europe. Like, let's be honest.
I wouldn't say that. Again, it's just a matter of if you live there, you tend to not see it unless it happens to you.
Yeah. True. If you want to
Like-
see petty down here, the entirety of LA. Yeah, I'm told never live in LA.
You can find
Here, I'll take this job,
YouTube
actually.
channels that have compilations of dashcam footage from everywhere. Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, as long as that's not your only reason. Yeah, there are many reasons why I can understand you not wanting to move here.
Mhm.
But I have reasons for not really wanting to move anywhere else, most of it being I'm just used to living here.
It's the
I
same
couldn't imagine...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I couldn't imagine moving and trying to integrate into another country. But yeah, as you just said, I would absolutely love to visit some European countries. I'd love to go to southern France, actually.
I'm trying to think if I would like to. I'm not sure I'm much the type to go sightseeing or visiting. Usually, if
You
I'm
took
going
a-
someplace, I'm going there to visit someone or for an event that I know I want to go there for because I'm strange.
Kind of a short trailer.
Oh my god, that hurt. Okay, I better start this thing. Oh no! I don't have a bed!
That's unfortunate.
I've been to South France a lot. Probably like several months there in total. It's lovely. Province is one of my favorites. There.
I want to go because I'd also love to go to Korea, actually. My mom worked overseas for a couple years. She lived in like 26 different countries teaching.
Hmm.
So, like, she's experienced a lot, and I would love to do the same.
I'd love to be able to go places as well, but like minimum wage and traveling is expensive.
I need to fix my mirrors real quick.
Traveling here is stupid expensive, Jesus. Unless I'm taking the train, it's like almost $1,000 just for me to fly down to go see Bun. But that's also going across from one country into another, and that shit quickly gets expensive when you're going to the US. I didn't hear the word/name of what he was saying.
What?
Bun said he had wanted to either go to southern France or Korea. And then I don't know if what I was saying. I think I was saying more along
actually-
the lines of I only really go to a place to visit friends or to like events.
Okay, let me bring my field of view back.
That's fair. Oh wow, you know I'm actually gonna leave my field of view down this time. This is nice. Although I'm gonna move my wheel down. How's the stream going? Why are you parked? Deliver my pizzas already. Rayson, if I'm delivering an entire truckload of pizzas, you better be giving me one. Or at least 3.
I'll need to fuel up somewhere.
There we
but
go.
I'm good for now.
Not all my lights were in view. I've been to Germany last year on a train trip.
Oh, you've got an LT.
To the-
Nice.
Yeah.
The actual good international in this game. That actually looks good.
To the Black
Give me that
Forest.
third-person view. Let me see it.
Oh, you want me to? Yeah, I can do so. There you go. Small. Am I delivering like a boat?
That's a very pretty truck, especially in its full-size sleeper configuration.
I was gonna say because right now it's like small.
I love the
Black
LT,
Forest.
honestly. I like international styling in general, except for the Lone Star. That thing can go fuck itself.
I
But at the same time, I also love the Cascadia. I think this is a very pretty truck.
know you were talking about wanting to visit Korea, and I'm thinking to myself, I would probably love to actually go see, like, probably Japan as well, in my opinion. But at the same time, I feel very unsettled to go there. Namely because I'm tall and I'm kind of big.
I mean,
I feel like I would be very
unfortunately,
out of
the thing
place.
with Japan too is that they're very
They have a very
racist against foreigners.
kind of.
But I don't think
yeah.
that's reason enough to not go there and experience what they have to offer.
Only one of them is mine. Only one pizza is yours. Damn. But yeah, I get that. At one point, I probably will go when I'm not dirt freaking poor all the goddamn
I also
time.
really want to learn Korean in general.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard from what Mom has told me, Korean is really easy to learn compared to something like Japanese.
I could believe that. Oh,
I've
pardon
wanted
me.
to learn second language for a while, but
I mean, it's not easy. Even I barely know French, and I was basically taught it all the way through elementary school to high school. I can
you
interpret
really
it.
don't retain it unless you consistently practice
This
it.
is true too. I've been trying to learn Japanese, but it's not easy to speak it. Japanese is like English here in the Newfoundland. Yes, we speak English, but not really. I've heard people from Newfoundland speaking English. Y'all speak fast, and like, it's like if you took every slang that existed for ways to speak in English and then just compiled it into one language. You're not speaking English anymore. You're speaking like Linglish, which is like Leet plus English.
I hate blindside backing.
I can understand that. Korea doesn't split into 3 different alphabets, which one of them is just Chinese. This is true. Japan has an issue. There's... I'm sorry, does that say delegates?
Dialect.
Oh, dialects. I can't read. This is also true. I mean, English, at least everything uses the same words. It's just...
Alright, let's book it.
Oh, yeah, there. We just speak slightly different ways of speaking it there, don't you know? Kind of thing.
You ready?
I am ready. Let me just haul
Did you
ass
hear
out.
my air horn?
You're a little too far for me to hear it at the moment.
Did you hear
Oh, Jesus, I have to go down a hill. I did not. It uses the same words until it doesn't. This is true. It's like when you listen to European English, and then you listen to, we'll say Western English.
that? You are about to phase through me. Oh, you're right there. You see me.
I see you, yeah. It's because we use, like, slightly different words to describe something, and it will throw anybody off when they hear it. Like, for example, if I say bathroom, or washroom, or, going to the toilet, different ways to say the same thing in one language.
Wait a second.
What's
You
that?
know what? That's something. Kodaman told me at one point, but since Rand's here, I've completely forgotten, and he's someone I can ask.
Mhm.
Rand, when a friend of mine is talking about
Yes.
going to the restroom, he says he's going to the WC. What does that mean?
Washroom, I imagine.
Well,
Wait,
yes, but it must
WC.
stand for something.
Huh.
Water,
Water
closet.
closet.
Awesome.
Huh.
Thank you.
Oh, that kind of reminds me of something that I just realized, like, the other day. when I was walking into a store. What are you gonna wash in the washroom? Probably my hands. But like, I was walking into a store, and I saw in English, please use the hand sanitizer before walking into the store. And then there was a slash to indicate like a language split, and then it just said, I think SV. So SVP. I didn't realize this until I thought about it for a hot second. That's just please in French, s'il vous plaît. But like abbreviated. I've seen that all over the goddamn place, and it took me until now to fucking realize it. Yeah, SVP is indeed French. But it took me until now to realize it, because I never really thought about it.
Couldn't turn my head around fast enough. What the heck?
That's because it technically that's what it technically means, but it literally never heard anyone say that. People just say Waysay or toilet. Waysay? Yeah, I'm confused too on that
seat
one.
is misaligned.
That would do it. I should probably hit the... Oh, I guess that's... You like this remix of the theme? If you're curious to go find it, it is... Just look up Touhou House Set. And then look for specifically the one that Racing comes from. And you should find it there.
Now I kind of have a taste for house fried rice.
Don't start talking about food. Why am I hungry already?
I haven't eaten anything today.
That's not good.
This is what I get for being late.
That's what I say when I get into work. Like, how you doing, Ark? I'm kind of hungry. It's like, you didn't eat anything? I'm like, no. Just kind of woke up like a couple hours ago. That's how we pronounce it. Ah, that makes more sense. Okay, you know how in the distance button everything flickers?
Yes.
So those pylons are there, right? Or traffic cones, whatever you want to call them. The way they were flickering in the distance, I thought there was a fire in front of you. And you were just stopped in front of it. Squeeze
so
the car.
you know what we call these though? What my driver trainer called them?
What?
These big orange traffic cones.
Yeah.
Specifically the big thick ones like this.
Yeah.
We call them Schneider babies.
Schneider babies?
Because Schneider pulls orange trailers, bright orange trailers.
Ah. Is that like the same kind of logic where you say that a calculator is a baby?
Pancake the car?
No, stop, oh god. Alright, I guess we're doing this. I'm not taking any damage.
I'm booking it, let's go!
We're booking it before his insurance calls.
Joke's on you, bitch, I don't have a rear-facing camera!
I just see you backing the freaking truck into me. Scaring the bejesus out of me. You hit the people too? No, we'll just face through them.
Interesting thing about the people, they apparently have the consistency of concrete. So if you hit them, you just do like 70% damage to your truck.
People are indestructible. Cars are made of paper mache. Wow. Hey, I told you, everything was bigger in America. They're also thicker, too. That's why they can take a beating from a giant-ass truck. At least in this game. We're gonna need some mods for that. Killable people.
Oh no, the speed limit's in my gauge cluster. That's cool.
My throat. I'm losing my
Raining.
voice.
Do you see the rain as well?
I see it cloudy. I don't see the rain yet. It's probably transitioning, if anything. Oh, maybe I should have grabbed another drink. Actually, I've got drinks behind me. Hang on. I'm totally not about to drive and reach for my... Can't get it out of the bag. I would like a water bottle, please. There we go.
This is what we refer to in the industry as distracted driving.
This is true. Rand got sad. Okay, I have my drink. I'm driving now. Actually, I want to know if this works, because I know I tested it earlier, but... There we go. Okay, it does work. You almost hit the truck. Can I have my map back, please? Oh, right, because if I hit that button, it changes my message log. Supposedly, I can use that to have people do it automatically, but it doesn't want to work. Can you put a brick on the gas pedal and lay down on the nap? No V-tubing and driving. Well, too bad. I'm doing both.
Art, question for you.
Answer for you, bun.
The display that you have your stream chat on, where is that relative to your main display?
Just off to the right.
Okay, so is the actual stream text basically directly to the right, or is it further to the other side of the display?
It's just on the cusp of my first monitor.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to be sure, because I'm looking at your actual Twitch broadcast channel. And for me, the chat is on the right side of it, so it's directly to my left, so I can just glance my eyes over.
Yeah. I think with something like Better Twitch TV, you can also change which side that's on. So
oh,
if
yeah,
really
you
wanted
can,
to.
can't you?
Yeah. It's also how I'm able to collect channel points from someone while they're streaming. Because you have to click a little treasure chest half the time. Ray said, to quote the female Trailblazer when she uses her ultimate, rules were made to be broken. Presents bat with glowing intent. Bash. Exactly. Oh, fuck. That's what I intended to do when I woke up, actually, a little earlier. I intended to do my dailies before the stream, and I didn't. Is there water in this game? Yes, actually, and it looks quite nice. Rip home run.
Uh-oh.
Are you about to pass by a bridge?
No. Virtual bridges don't really scare me. It's real-life bridges, because I watch too many videos of bridge collapses. And you've also watched, what's it called? Mayday, and
Mayday.
so I'm kind of fearful of flying on planes.
That's understandable. I was like, why are you
No.
watching all this if eventually you'll have to travel in one?
No, Mom told me that she thinks she saw a hornet crawl in behind the mirror on my Honda.
A what crawl?
A hornet.
Oh. That's not good. Care to explain why March 7th and female Trailblazer are undeniably a cute couple? I don't know what you're talking about.
There is no explanation. It's simply truth, and nobody can refute it.
Well, there's Bun's answer, and then there's my answer, where it's like, clearly the canonical couple is female Trailblazer and Trash Can. Trash Can Sama. Hornet Hunkai, yes. I still love that you can. The first icon that I get is the fucking trash can.
Oh, speed limit went up. Oops.
I don't know who they are, purely because I like being different. I'm going to refute it. You know, that's fair. March
There's
is
a word I'm
also
looking
just
for,
like
but I can't
teasable.
think of it.
Probably. You know, I have this drink in front of me. I haven't opened it.
I'm not smart enough to come up with words. My brain is actually negative IQ, like 22 minus 17, I think. I don't know.
But I like to say the joke that I have a Pentium brain. What do you think you have?
Well, I'm smarter than you, so... Wait, no, I'm not. Who am I kidding?
Celeron? Pentium Celeron 2.4 gigahertz 2004. An i3.
Hey, i3 is faster than a Pentium.
Well, there you go. Then you're probably an i3. An IQ of 3.
But I'm dumber than you.
I thought you were supposed to be... No, you're definitely smarter. You got your
No,
CDL.
not.
You have a driver's license. I don't.
That doesn't make me smarter. That makes me braver than you. Pussy.
Never in my life have I heard a truer statement. That makes me braver than you. He says, going through a tumbleweed. Oh, that's not you. That's the guy ahead of me.
No, I definitely drove through a tumbleweed.
Oh my god. That makes me brave. You know, in some aspects, I think that's right then. Because, let's be honest, what is bravery except for mild stupidity?
Not
That's
really.
oncoming
You just
traffic.
need to know what you're doing. You need to understand some basic rules and
I think the rain's coming.
behaviors.
Calculated bravery is smarts. But
The biggest mistake you can make, way station. The biggest
no.
make you can.
the biggest mistake you can mistake? Yes.
The biggest mistake you can make is to expect other drivers to follow the rules.
Yes. Words are hard. I agree.
This is what I get for being around you for all these years.
I definitely have an effect on you. Oh, I can pass by the wait station. Can I have my map back thing? Thank you.
I overshot it.
English is a mess. Always assume everyone else on the road is incredibly stupid. Yes.
I have been in an accident, but it wasn't because of anyone else. It was because I was dumb and didn't actually, and only paid for 2 tires for my car because I was broke.
I mean, that
And I
doesn't
had
sound
a
like
really
dumb. That just
bad-
sounds like money.
I had a really bad hydroplane on the highway when it was raining really hard, even though I was going like 50 in a 70 zone.
Yeah.
So
Water is dangerous. Oh, that's a biplane. What the fuck?
Brakes!
Did you see that?
What?
There was a fucking biplane.
Well, in this weather? Oh,
Yeah.
there you go, Ran. I clipped a police car.
Ark's IQ sucks. Points from from when he's around. Bike lane. Where? Go back. I don't see it on Bun's thing.
Well, I'm not really looking.
I think it might have been like
It's-
the middle part ish.
Kind of sad because the accident I had happened when I had just purchased that car too.
Yeah. Wouldn't it that they also wouldn't take it back afterwards?
Oh no, it wasn't
Ah!
that. It was that they wanted me to fill out some paperwork that I
There's
didn't
another
fill out when I
biplane.
was there because they didn't give it to me.
Oh.
But they needed to have me do it in person. Now, the thing is, from where I live to where I got the car is about an hour and a half, I
iteration.
think, maybe almost 2 hours.
Mhm.
But they were not yielding at all. Not until I had the accident, and they were like, okay, we'll have you sign these documents virtually. And I'm like, why didn't you give me that option before?
Yeah.
And second off, because the car I purchased was already in pretty crappy interior condition to begin with, even though I purchased gap insurance, which for anyone who doesn't know what that is, basically, when you get into an accident, your insurance will cover some of the cost. In my case, the car was totaled, so they covered up to what they deemed to be the value of the vehicle.
Mhm.
What gap insurance does, you would purchase it through, like, the dealership you get it from, is, well, it pays for that gap between what you owe on the car and what is being paid on it.
Mhm.
So in my case, since I had a loan out against it, my insurance only covered up to like I think 7,000, but there was about 9 or 10,000 total that I owed on the vehicle.
Mhm.
So gap insurance was supposed to cover that last 3,000, but it didn't
Mhm.
because of the interior condition of the car, and they thought that it was my doing.
I think Laura's right. You're saying biplane? No, you think I'm saying bike lane, not biplane. What is the difference between a plane and a biplane? I think that's a Bun question. I need to turn here. Shit.
Between a what and a what?
A biplane and a normal plane.
It's a 2-wing design.
That's it?
I don't know why my GPS had me turn that way, but whatever.
Eh.
All it is it's a double wing design. That's the only difference.
Prop planes have 2 wings stacked on. Ah, okay. Go after the police car and give him a steady bump on the back for cutting me off
Okay.
earlier.
Well, by that logic, a biplane has 3 wings.
Yes, I think it was that they have a line on the top and a line on the bottom. That's what I think when I think of biplane.
They have a wing over top, as well as a wing set mounted at the
I
bottom end.
I think the reason why they call it 2 wings is because
No, it is
goes
only
through.
a single wing because the top wing is a single.
Is a single
one,
piece,
that's-
right?
I made a wrong turn. I am so good at this video game, dude.
Oh. Okay, do you want me to pull aside and let you catch up?
That's entirely up to you. I'm going to do something illegal and do an U-turn in the middle of the intersection.
All right, I'm
Do
gonna
I
pull
care?
over
Nope.
then. I'm gonna pull over to the side then. Ah, that's a piece of metal on the side. I'm in a ditch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everything is fine. There's nothing to realize, nothing to think about. We'll just keep an eye out for Bun now. Oh, you're not that far back. Just missed the
I'm
last
very
one,
good
that's
at
all.
navigating, I promise.
You know what this gives me a chance to do is open my drink.
How far are we from our destination? 661 miles.
Oh wow, we're actually quite far. I didn't realize this would be that far. Holy shit.
Go ahead and start rolling. By the time I catch up, by the time you get up to speed, I'll have caught up.
There we go. I have re-energized my throat. I can talk once more. And by that I mean I have a water bottle. I snagged one from upstairs earlier and it was the last in the bag.
What was the reason you told me before why you wouldn't do VR stuff on stream?
Because I can't do the tracking. Like this.
Okay.
Because it needs to see my eyes and my mouth. If I'm wearing the big-ass helmet on my head, then it kind of misses half my head and can't see it. Unless there's a way to, like, forego the camera and use the tracking on the headset.
Oh. Perhaps.
Like when your icon makes, like, animates when you make one singular noise. Oh. You're just so
What
happy.
happens if I do this? If I just in this repeatedly with my, because I touch on it.
There's a bit of a delay on the icon, so sometimes it stays like fully active. Oop, that's fast. That's way too fast.
That's unfortunate.
I was going 70 on a 65 and raining.
Not safe.
No, not good at all. Especially, I think I was going downhill there for a second. Ah.
Yes?
I was not turning very well.
Speed reduced ahead. What's it reducing to?
Oh, Jesus,
45?
45. Holy crap. I was too busy trying to get up to 60.
Well, realistically, semi-trucks would not be allowed to use their cruise control in the rain.
It goes down to 35 a little bit after that, by the way.
Yep. Oh god, railroad crossing.
Because you don't want to trust... because you don't want to trust the speed control while it's raining. You would rather have the human controlling it, kind of thing.
I don't know the specific reasons, but I think so. That way you can recover a lot faster if you have a, like a hydroplane or something. In fact, it's actually something embedded in the truck's software, where if the wipers are on, it disables cruise control entirely.
Huh. I guess that's the best way to tell if it's raining. Automatically. Oh, my hand is getting sweaty holding on to this controller like this for so long. Alright, green light, let's go. I think the rain is lagging me a little bit.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm doing under 60 FPS.
Wait, I think I just realized why my computer might be having a bit of a problem with this whole setup right now.
Why?
Guess what's still on?
Relive?
Yup. I'm really bad at this, man. I keep forgetting to turn it off, and then the times when I forget to turn it off, I forget to turn it back on. If
You're
there
in
was
the
a...
right lane, by the way.
I am in the wrong lane? You're right, I am in the wrong lane. Away from the move a little bit first. What I think I need them to do is honestly enable a mode where I can disable it when certain applications are on. So, like, I would only set it to OBS, because that's only ever a problem when its OBS is open. OBS or VTube Studio, actually, because VTube Studio also eats up my fucking CPU power. Holy shit.
Yeah, wait for your money to come in by that CPU I was telling you about.
Was it just the CPU or the motherboard as well?
No, you will... I mean, you could put the... no, it won't fit in a B350. Actually, do you have a B350 or a B450?
I don't think we ever confirmed that.
I would recommend just going full upgrade. It'll make better use of it.
I mean, opening up the capacity as well for my GPU to also perform amazingly, hopefully. My new
Yeah,
GPU.
your entire system will work better if you get a new motherboard and CPU.
You know, it's surprising. They say, oh yeah, these kinds of setups will last you a lot longer, and then I just progressively get more and more shit running on my computer.
How long have you had your current system?
I think before I went back to college. So, for only a couple years at this point. Oh, hey, it stopped raining.
I think you got it before Ryzen 2000.
Oh, I'm falling back.
Right, you bought it because I recommended it because it was a decent budget option at the time. I should have had you get something more expensive.
I probably also did not have the money at the time. Keep in mind, when I was about to go back to college, I had very little cash. I have more cash now, but that's also because I've been doing nothing, basically. I was doing nothing. I had no bills to pay. Didn't have to pay rent. Now it's like I've got more bills, but it doesn't eat up beyond the money I make. So I can keep saving up for now. Eventually, I'll get my own place. It'll be nice. It'll be terribly furnished because I'm terrible at freaking interior design.
I only need the bare minimum, honestly.
For me as well, it's like I don't need much. I would probably only need like one room. Give me like a cabin or like a house, a small like. Give me like a small house with like a room, a bedroom, and maybe a kitchen. You would like a place to live? I'm pretty sure most people would at this point too. I don't exactly like the idea of having to live with my parents. As nice as it sounds to be living at home, I don't enjoy the idea. I would really prefer to live on my own because it would give me a little bit more freedom to live how I want. I am losing my voice. Where's that drink?
I'm just going to do 70. I'm not going to do 75.
I'm going to turn on my cruise control so I can drive with one hand for a second. There we go. Living at the apartment, yeah, I wasn't necessarily living, like, healthily, but I feel like with the mindset I have now, I would definitely be able to make a lot more improvements on my life. Apartments here are expensive and unobtainable. Yeah, you were telling me that a lot of the apartments there are, like, basically on a waiting list. Here, it's just expensive. It's like, the apartment I had before was, like, $1,000 Canadian a month for 3 bedrooms. And a fairly big living room. Like, it was big. Big and comfy. Even though we used half of it for basically storage.
The apartment... Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. I was just gonna follow it up with... And now it's like, oh yeah, that 1,000 for 3 people is now like 1,200, 1,400 Canadian for like 1 bedroom. But yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
Well, the apartment I live in is income-based. But we've been here for so long, past the 2-year mark, we've basically been grandfathered in. And they won't kick us out until we decide to leave. Even though we're making a lot more money now.
Apparently the low-income housing up here is not necessarily great. It's actually really shit, and a lot of them don't have locks on the doors, from what they tell me, which might just sound like a rumor that ended up spreading, because I don't imagine a building having a non-lockable door as its front door. That sounds kind of sketchy. A 3-bedroom place here would cost double of that, if more. Ugh. 1,000 a month would literally get you nothing here. Yeah.
I'm in a 3-bedroom house with a good-sized living room, a decent kitchen, 2 bathrooms, and it only costs us $725 a month.
Jesus, that's actually probably about as much as it cost me to live in the apartment. But given that was also split between 3 people, so for me that was more like $333 a month, $333 a month, which is disgustingly cheap. But Ark, in Canada, people are nice, so you don't need locks on your door.
Tell them about the sick fuck who murdered that poor cat.
Well, yeah. So our upstairs neighbor had a cat that liked to go outside because it was an outdoor cat. Really liked to just explore and be outside in general. At one point, the cat did not come home. And I come home one day, and my neighbor and my 2 roommates are outside the house. They're comforting her. And she tells me that they found the cat in a recycle bin across the street. With the lid off. Dead. The man had straight up murdered the cat. Just because he didn't like animals. Just walking around his driveway. The fuck? Yes, I know. That's sick.
I forget,
fuck.
did he end up getting arrested?
Oh yeah, he got so much shit. he was found to have been doing that to a lot of the animals in the area. Because he also ended up killing some of the stray animals that were just in the area as well. And he was found putting them in that same bin. So that was not the only body in that bin. Which is disgusting. The fact that people like that can fucking exist. There are ways to get around it. You can put up a fence. You can, you know... Honestly, that's probably the best way. Or you can just fucking ignore it. Sounds like the plot of Kafka on the Shore. Kafka on the Shore. I'm not familiar with that.
I would assume he's not talking... I want to assume he's not talking about Kafka from Honkai.
No. Knowing Ran, he wouldn't even know much about Honkai in general. His name was Johnny Walker. But yeah, that's... No, I think I know I remember what you're talking about, because you've told me about it. No, I can see the parallels. Kind of fucked up. Should I be in the left lane?
I only moved over because a car was merging.
Ah, fair enough. But yeah. Although, one thing I did do for my neighbor as an act of, like, really niceness to her, or an act of kindness? Kindness, there we go, that's the word.
Morals.
He's my morals. Yes. I was looking through my phone, just kind of clearing off some space, and I was looking through my photos. I'm like, oh, here's just a photo I took of a meme, or, like, of a joke. Here's, like, just a random photo of a drawing I was going to upload. I ended up finding a photo where the cat had snuck into our house and had just kind of slept on Alex's chair. When I came into the house, the kitty was just kind of sleeping. I took a photo of it because, you know, that was fucking adorable. I ended up taking the photo and emailing it to her. I'm like, here, have a cute photo. Because we like that cat too, because they like to... Our building had, like, staircases to the different apartments. Anytime she wasn't home or wasn't available to let the cat in, or Alex and I came home, the cat would immediately zip into our place and just kind of chill for a while. So we had basically took care of the cat. We were basically babysitters for the cat. It was really nice. Having a cat is amazing. I know, Ran, you may think otherwise because you're not a big fan of cats, but honestly, having a pet in general is nice. So the question of who let the dogs out, but who let the cat out?
Cat in.
Cat in? I can't read. I read too fast, actually. I'm also driving. I'm distracted. But yeah. Our neighbor really didn't deserve that, honestly. Honestly, she didn't deserve to have to put up with me. I'm loud. I am very loud.
What the fuck happened there?
What?
Thanks, Adaptive Cruise Control.
Oh, I'm really losing my voice. I think... Oh, my throat. But yeah. If I get my own place, I am tempted to get a pet, but at the same time, I don't feel like I would be a very good pet owner.
I lost all my speed, so I'm just gonna merge back over.
Fair enough. I hope that guy spends a long time in prison. I agree.
People who
Gets his
abuse
balls
and
scratched off
torture
by an
animals are the scum of the earth for me.
Yes.
I mean, there are a few up there, but those are in that group.
Like, they don't deserve it. If it's a wild animal, it's just trying to live. If it's a pet, it just wants attention and care. I want his fucking kneecaps. Do you want them, or do you want them shattered? Except mosquitoes. Yes, mosquitoes can die in a fire.
Well,
Fuck
mosquitoes are disease-carrying, so yeah, they need to go away.
Yeah. They are literally bloodsuckers.
Also hornets. Fuck hornets.
I don't like...
And
Yeah,
wasps.
no. Yeah. Bees are fine, because bees are actually pretty passive. Like honeybees, specifically. Unless their nest is bothered, they're pretty passive. They don't give a shit.
I don't know what I'm gonna do if there are hornets nesting behind the mirror of my car.
Chop off the mirror and run.
What?
Chop off the mirror and run. I don't know. I was trying to think of a funny line, but that's not good. I'm not sure. How does it get inside the mirror and nest in there? That's kind of unfortunate.
There's the slightest of gaps. Because spiders nest behind mirrors.
Yeah, but spiders aren't nearly as terrifying as a bee. I
Yeah,
don't
I
mind
hate
a
all
spider
bugs.
near. I mean, I'm not a big fan of anything that's small and crawls around. But, I mean, I prefer a spider, because at least a spider is not going to scare the shit out of me with its stinger, because...
I have to ask, Ark, why are we going so slow?
I don't know. I have my thing set to 75. Probably adaptive cruise control, honestly.
Which weight are we pulling? 41,000 pounds. That might explain it.
Hey, I'm turning off to the left.
Ah!
Did you also turn off to the left?
Yep.
Timing. Mosquitoes are also a source of food for fish, amphibian, swan, and... I guess... Look, I just don't like bugs. I don't like mosquitoes, fruit flies, all that shit. I wouldn't mind them if they left me alone. But when you work with fruit all the time and you have fruit flies constantly buzzing around your head, it's annoying. A hornet is pretty big. How could it get through such a small gap? It's a lot bigger than you think. Also, if you've ever seen a cat squeeze between two like very tight objects, they find a way.
Whether it was a hornet or something else, something got behind there. But it was big enough to make my mom worried.
Mm-hmm. That does remind me. We had a mouse actually caught in the house the other day. We took the trash out to the edge of the curve, like, you know, as you do every other week. And we heard scuttling in the garage where we had the garbage. And then later that night, I go upstairs. I hear a scratching in the corner. One of our
Come on.
humane mouse traps, because specifically that's what we have, had caught a tiny little mouse. Ironically, okay, I was intending to just leave it there until the morning because I didn't know how to open the trap, and I didn't know what to look up. I was just gonna leave it in the morning for when my parents told me how to open it because they weren't around in the moment. My brother lets it outside in the morning because he knew how to open it. He let it out at the edge of the backyard, so where you think it wouldn't come back. Later that next day, one of our other traps went off. The fucking mouse came right back. I don't know. I feel like at this point we should, if we end up catching a mouse, we need to let it go at the park and not here, like at the edge of the backyard. Cats have. Oh wait, what's going on? Just that I don't mind killing them in my house. I guess if they're outside, they're not bothering me. Then yes. Ah, lag. Hornet can't squeeze itself like cat can. I think it's more that the gap in a mirror is a little bit bigger than you may think. Because hornets are not exactly big, but
Oh, they're pretty big.
I
We
imagine
had
they'll.
hornets nesting above our porch light at some point.
Jesus, I'm going too fast again. Speed limit drop.
That was not a fun time.
No, I can imagine. We had some underneath the stone stairs in front of our driveway. It's terrifying. There's like a small gap, and we couldn't get rid of them, so we had to like block it off with dirt. That didn't work for very long because they just dig because they know how to do that. Yeah, I don't like bugs. It gives me the shivers. I may as well be fucking Misty from Pokemon. Just bug types
Same.
creep me out. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure I end up using bug types most of the time when I play Pokemon. I don't want to click that, Ran. I have a good imagination as to what that is. Look, I imagine it's not big. I'm not gonna click it. I'm also driving!
Don't click it. Easy.
No click.
Oh god, I'm on the shoulder. What am I doing?
Hornets are like 3 meters long? Huh? If I saw a 3-meter long fucking like from the family of bees, I'm running, dude. I'm running. 3 cm. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I imagine they're like, that's where the younger bees or hornets are, and then when they get out, they're just kind of like feeding them through the gap, if anything. Jesus,
I don't know
speed
what I
drop
would
again.
do if something, regardless if something is nesting behind there or not. I genuinely don't know how I would get that addressed.
Gas. I don't know, take one of those like compressed air cans and then just hold it upside down and spray inside there. I'd call EDF if there was a 3-meter hornet.
I'll do some research, figure it out, because I'm sure there's services out there that will take care of that sort of thing.
I imagine so.
That's the
Does
last
does the mirror connecting to the body of the car, is it hollow?
There's usually space in there because there is a mechanism
Oh yeah, that moves
which
the mirror, right?
rotates the mirror. Yep.
Yeah.
So
I don't
there's
know.
usually a little bit of space. That's how things like spiders get behind there.
Yeah. Spiders like to get into very small places, but they're usually, like, pretty territorial, so they don't exactly go exploring unless they're just done with their nest, which is common. EDF, Earth Defense Force. You brought it up. Yeah, basically, giant space insects, but you're also equipped with a gun, laser beams, a giant fucking explosive hammer. I have EDF. I need to play that at some point.
I just can't stand the sight of bugs.
Ugh.
And seeing giant bugs is even worse. Thanks, Elden Ring.
Just a gun, every gun. What did you say? Elden Ring? Oh, yeah. No! God, no! The fucking giant ants in Elden Ring. I took one look at that place, and I was like, nope, nope, I'm not going down here. If you force me to, I'm investing in fire magic. Right the hell now.
Is it 55 through here? It is 55.
It is 55. I'm going 61. Oops. I'm getting distracted by conversation. God damn it. I remember that name. I didn't realize the acronym for that. Fair enough. So I found out something kind of interesting. On how long has EDF been around? Because I booted up the Super Nintendo on the Switch. Like the Super Nintendo, what's it fucking called? Virtual Console. And there's a side-scrolling shmup called EDF. If it's been around that long and it went from side-scrolling shmup to third-person shooter where you kill insects on Earth, damn, that's an old series. There we go. Finally, I've got cruise control going. There we go. And we're making good headway.
I guess the truck speed limit is 55 because I keep seeing speed limits for 70.
Probably. Back for a sec, because oh, my neck. Oh, the other side of my neck. There we go. I need to remember to stretch more. Actually, I've been sitting cross-legged with my leg under the other one, and it is numb. I should probably uncross my legs. Oh, I can't feel my leg. I can feel it going numb. This is the third stream in a row that comment gets blocked. Is it because of the word? Yeah, it's because of that word specifically, huh? Look, I'm not taking that out of my banned words. Ah,
What
I know.
is it?
Trump. I have
Oh, okay.
I have Trump blocked in there. And I'm guessing he's trying to say Trump card, which, you know, wouldn't really trigger it. 2004, it was called Monster Attack in Europe. Ah. EDF, isn't that crap? What? Trumpert? What?
He's trying to spell that word backwards so that it goes
Oh, okay. I get you. That makes sense now. Shout out. No, unfortunately, it's not. The logo of the from Starfleet, pretty much. No. I have to pull into the wait station. I should probably turn off my cruise control. My uncrossed leg. I can feel all the blood rushing back to it. Hey, I turned on my blinker and the traffic actually slowed down in the right lane a little bit. Look at
I'm
that.
pulling in for an inspection as well.
EDF 5 is apparently a remake. Oh. I'm sorry. My leg. I feel like the SpongeBob guy. My leg. It feels so weird to feel all the blood returning to your leg. I think this is despite the fact that I've had near collision after near collision, this is probably the most I've most? Let me try to think before I talk. This is probably the safest drive that I've had in a long time in this game without collision. Without an
How far
actual
away from
bad
your
collision.
destination?
About 250 miles or 5.5 hours.
I wonder if I'll make it on my current rating fuel.
Oh, Jesus. I just looked at my fuel, too. Yeah, we should probably find a gas station. Let me in. Are you letting me in? Oh, he's letting
Looks
me
like
in.
we'll be running through Barstow, so we can pull over then.
Sounds good. Oh, there we go. My foot is tingly.
So for anyone watching,
Ah!
real
Bus!
drivers in America are not patient enough to actually stop and let you in.
Oh, no,
And
no,
normally, the on-ramp to get back onto the highway would actually be longer, so you don't need to worry about that.
Ha! Ah!
That's my complaint about this. What happened?
The bus hit the brakes. And now it's
I'm not
changing
surprised.
lanes again. Okay.
Oh, that was me. I must have bumped my horn.
I didn't hear it. I think you're a little too far back for me to hear it.
Yeah.
It changed lanes again. Okay, pick a lane, buddy.
Fucking bus drivers.
I will stop this ski trip. Oh my god, it changed it again. And again. That's what, 6 or 7 times now?
Oh, there goes a biplane.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see them.
Mm-hmm.
I
not
sense-
normally looking for them.
I sense disturbance. I feel like this bus driver is going to switch lanes again. I'm feeling a disturbance in the pit of me wallet.
I will need to take a stretch after this.
Probably not a bad idea. I should probably stretch my legs, considering my leg was, like, so tucked under the other one that I went literally numb. I didn't even notice that I was actually numb until I, like, flinched a little bit. And then I just kind of felt that feeling of, like, sand under the skin. You know what I mean?
I think.
When your leg feels like it's asleep, it feels almost like there's sand under the skin. Or is that
Why
not
does
how you would
traffic
describe
keep
it?
slowing down?
I don't know. It's really starting to bug me.
Why are you doing 30 miles an hour in a 55?
Because I'm trying to get up to speed. And my adaptive cruise control keeps stopping when everyone else keeps braking on me. And, oh, there's another biplane. There's a lot of them around here. A lot of biplanes today. I keep thinking it's night. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-da-da-da. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. I just realized why your stream
Oh.
might be a little low quality on my end, actually.
Hmm.
I have you on the
Fine to
third
me.
screen. Well, it's fine for the size. It's just I have you running on the third screen, so you're on the VGA screen at the moment.
Eh.
Analog stream. Nihil would be happy with this. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Alright, we're going around.
Yeah, this guy in front of me is kind of slow. I'm turning on my blinker.
Really? This Impreza's gonna merge in front of me. I can sense it.
You sense disturbance?
Yeah, I sense a WRX driver.
My driver senses are starting to tingle.
Do not merge. Okay, we're good.
I feel nervous pulling up alongside another vehicle that's going slower than me. Because I just have this instinctive feeling that it's going to immediately swerve and hit my side.
Yeah, running out of fuel. We gotta pull off soon.
Yeah. Should be a gas station up ahead, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's like an entire rest area up ahead. Yeah, there's one in Barslow, like you were saying. Or Barlow? Barslow?
Barstow, I think.
Barstow. Okay, that makes sense. Turn! Turn! Turn, you bugger!
Do I sense understeer?
Ah! I'm just going too fast, honestly.
So understeer.
Yes, understeering. Oversteering would be committing too hard into a turn, right?
Something like that. Ugh, I hate California.
California. All I can think of is just the wizard. Yeah, there's some... Too bad Rand's not here. He was asking about the water. Being... Ah, that was laggy. Okay, I see it
Take this
here.
exit.
Yeah, take the exit. That's my brakes, not... That's my horn, not my brakes. I'm... Yeah. Do I want to turn off to the right, or do I want to keep going forward?
Right.
Right, gotcha. Bum-ba-dee-dum. I'm also going to switch the set of music, because I'm pretty sure I'm listening to Imperishable Night for a while. I don't know, Bun, pick a Toho.
UFO.
Not a bad choice.
But also send it to me so I can listen to it.
Alright.
I like UFO's music.
If you had said Perfect Cherry Blossom, I would have cried.
Well, fuck. It's Perfect Cherry Blossom now.
No, I don't want Perfect... I'll send you Perfect Cherry Blossom, but I'm not listening to that.
No, you listen to Perfect Cherry Blossom.
But I'm not a big fan of Perfect Cherry Blossom. Nazrin, you said pick a Toho. Okay, that's fair, but you also just picked your favorite Toho, that's it. First of
Umbrella
all,
wife, best wife.
I don't know, I kind of like Nue. Yes,
I
and...
know what you like.
Yeah, I have very strange tastes.
That's not strange. I'm just saying you've told me 1,000 times, so I know.
Bon, have you heard? Have you heard the word? The word of the Nue.
Shut up.
Would you like some Nutella? It's Nue branded Nutella.
So there was some stuff going around on the news that apparently that stuff can give you cancer.
Almost everything can give you cancer in, like, non-moderation, let's be honest.
I'm joking. I mean, I'm not joking. That was actually going around, but I don't believe it.
I mean, you don't want to know what's funny? There's a warning on our containers we have for the food at work. Like, for any of, like, the diced up fruit and such. It says, for Californian customers, warning, cancer warning. No context, just a plastic bucket meant for food where you put, like, diced up food into. Why is it only California has this warning? Are Californians more prone to
Oh, I have these here. I can snap.
cancer via plastic? Toast in the game? No, it's not. She's not. I like how the next video is Perfect Cherry Blossom. There you go. Oh, wait, hang on. Discord. There we go. Where are you? Here you are. That's not what I wanted to copy, but all right, there you go. You got that too.
Beautiful.
I
I'm happy
agree.
you sent that to me.
You're welcome. I put that in your server earlier, but now it is in your DMs.
Cool. Music. Anyways, back to the game.
Right, I've got to switch my music over. Do they have a UFO set yet? I saw her
What
hanging
exactly
from a
is this
pole.
music design supposed to do?
House music?
Yeah.
It's just really upbeat. That's all it really is. It's kind of just, it's just a genre of music, really. There we are. The house set of UFO.
Are you having trouble showing my Discord stream?
No, I just don't have it in the front yet. When I tabbed into Discord, it hid it behind everything else. What is Rand saying? It's a house made from music. What? I thought house was a genre. Or you know what? I'm Googling it now because I want to know. House is a genre in EDM. EDM stands for electronic dance music. Okay, so it's more like literally that. It's actually kind of self-explanatory. It's just music meant more for dancing. Which is probably why it has, like, good vibes to it. Alright, let's see. Your stream is here. My OBS is here. This here, and we're all back to normal. I find it funny you never wanted to listen to that for years until last week. Yeah, well, look, I'm a stubborn motherfucker. What can I say?
He literally would not upgrade to Windows 10 until
I was literally about to say, I was stuck on Windows 7 thinking, oh, I don't need to upgrade. I don't really care to upgrade. Until it's like, I got so frustrated with the problems I was having, and Bun was saying, upgrade to Windows 10, it'll fix all these problems already. And I'm like, fine! And now I have the same issue with Windows 11, but I feel like I'm a bit more justified this time.
Oh no, I could 100% go to Windows 11 if I wanted, but I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to upgrade to Windows 11, but at this time, I feel like there's a lot of problems with Windows 11. Like, here's an example. My brother found out that BattlEye, if you don't have if you have forced driver signature on in Windows, BattlEye doesn't work, and you can't play any game that runs BattlEye. In Windows 11 specifically. It makes sense. The more you nag someone to do it, the less likely they are to do it. You know, that's fair.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Also, I've been listening to these sets today during work. It shouldn't, though. See, that's the thing. When you tell someone not to do it, they will then therefore do it. If you tell someone to do it, they will then therefore not. Because stubborn people are very much like that.
Oh, I do it out of spite.
Or that. Or that.
I just looked at the stream and I saw my happy-ass face as I said that. You just losing your shit.
Turns to one side. I do it out of spite. If they then get around to doing it, they will do it in a way that is spiteful in nature. Yes. Like during the time when I wouldn't upgrade to Windows 10, I installed Windows 10 on a separate hard drive. And that was my way of doing it. I was like, oh, see, I've got Windows 10. I can go to it at any time, but I'm not going to. And I just remember I was like, all right, yeah, I have Windows 10, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move my taskbar to the top because I want it to be different. Because I'm spiteful, I guess.
Hey, you put your taskbar wherever the hell you want.
I know, that was my reasoning for doing it. That'll only fuck up your install more, though. Well, I mean, I put it on a separate hard drive for my computer. I then, like, erased that hard drive that had that Windows 10 install, and then just updated to Windows 10 on the same hard drive that I had it. I don't know what that link is, but I'm kind of driving, so I can't really click on it. Putting on a hard drive to begin with. What is this, like 2004? Probably. No, like probably closer to 2013 at the time. Or 2014. When did I end up meeting you, Bun? Because it was like sometime after I met you.
Like 14 or 15.
Yeah. I think SSDs at the time were still kind of expensive, but coming down in price at the time.
I had 2 of them.
I didn't have money as well, so... And no access to buy things online. Because...
No, buddy, you stopped. I'm coming in. You're not stopping me.
But yeah, nowadays I would probably buy an SSD over a hard drive.
I'm gonna replace my 2 aging 500 gig Crucial drives with, if I can get my hands on one, a 4 terabyte NVMe to put in my second M.2 slot. I'll never need to worry about space again.
Until
Just
one
the
of the
idea.
drives dies. I mean, that's why I bought the 3 terabyte drive, so I wouldn't have to worry about it again myself.
Well, the idea is I've had these drives for so long that I'm expecting failures to start cropping up.
Considering SSDs, well, they die suddenly. That's not.
They
a
don't die
thing.
suddenly, but I've had them for a long time. They probably could go on for another 10 years, honestly.
fucking asshole
No,
wouldn't let me
not
go
10
in.
years, like another 5 years probably.
Fair enough.
I don't do a lot of read and writes.
Yeah, you're not like me where you move gigabytes worth of files unless it's an install for a game. If Jedi Survivor keeps getting updates like that, though, it'll definitely age your drives
Let
pretty
me
quickly.
just casually reinstall the game a grand total of 3 times since release.
Seriously. What is this fucking Sonic Boom on Wii U? Ah, yeah, we edited one file, but because of the way our files work, we have to re-download, like, most of the game. Fuck that game. I remember you played it for, like, a grand total of 20 minutes. You did not enjoy any of it.
Yeah, 'cause
When
it was-
did you meet me?
could not.
You couldn't get, like, to controls. The frame rate was also lagging constantly. I'm trying to think, Rand. When did I meet you? At one point, my Google Plus account got completely wiped from its, like, history data kind of thing. So, I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think it was that long after I made the Google Plus account. Let's see. Google Plus started in, what, 2009? So maybe, like, a couple years at best after that? Probably worst case, like, 3 years after that? Which, maybe? Because then at that point, I actually had internet connection. At home, I mean. Because during that time, the only internet I had was dial-up. That was a fun time. I remember, back in the day... I just aged myself by saying that. You had Google Plus before you had the internet? How? Because when I was at school, I had a laptop. I had brought a laptop with me, so I'd connect to the internet. I would also use the school's computers, like in the library. And
Floppy
whatnot.
drive pornography.
Yes, yes. I would go to the library with a floppy drive, or a zip disk. Sorry, because specifically got to mention that. Gonna age myself even more. And I would
come
download
on,
cute
Truck,
images
sorry.
or like mildly suggestive content to it, as much as the freaking school's internet blocker would allow. Part of me wonders if anyone saw me doing this and ever asked, like, reported me. But they didn't care because they didn't know what I was doing. But, fuck, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? Right. I remember when I was younger, I had an account on my parents' Mac computer back in the day. I specifically have to say that because I'm thinking. It was
Get in the left lane, road work ahead, and right lane's closed.
Gotcha. But it was timed, so I only was able to use it for like an hour or so a day. And I remember I broke the timer. I seem to have a habit of doing this, where I can break timers in technology. But
Oh my god, the AI better not be broken.
I hope not. Yeah, that especially with the way this is kind of bad. Oh no, we're moving. Okay. But Stinky Mac. I mean, it's a computer. I had it back in the day, and they were old Macs were not necessarily as bad as they are nowadays for, you know, multiple use cases. Regardless, I just remember I spent most of that time at one point looking up secrets online, like for cheats for video games, because that's what I wanted to know. And I remember watching a video for, I think it was probably either Golden Sun or a Tales of game to figure out a puzzle that I couldn't figure out. And I would have to wait for the video to actually buffer. I remember watching 5 minutes of a video, or 5 seconds of a video every minute.
Get out. Once we're out of this construction zone, I gotta pull off and step away for a minute or two.
Gotta stretch.
No, I have to let Mom into the house because her hands aren't working.
Ah, understandable.
I didn't even know she left.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
okay. Trying to find Bun so I can flash into his vehicle my headlights or high beams while he's gone. I'll probably sit right here and just block traffic until he comes back. There we go. Looking through my own Google Plus archive, my oldest post from 2013, but I deleted everything at some point. Yeah. I think that happened to me. When at one point they started combining YouTube accounts and Google Plus accounts, I think what happened is I combined the two, and then it deleted all my data because I thought I wanted to delete my Google Plus account when really I wanted to unconnect them. When it turns out that wasn't an option, which is fun. I also find it kind of funny because it basically means all of my Google Plus accounts have their own YouTube channel that I can use now. So I have a bunch of extra channels I can make use of. Just already pre-built with names attached to them that I can't change. Ah, my eyes. This is the downside to Truck Sim. Makes my eyes very, very tired. Let me just quickly use this as a chance to stretch. That's good shit. That's some good shit. That's some... fuck. So I genuinely just remembered that that poster thing is still up there. Huh. Looking back at yours, the oldest comment I made on any of your posts is 2014. Ah, okay. So probably around then. Because I know I met Bun, probably after I graduated from high school, which I think was... I likely already knew you from mutual friends over time. Yeah. I think it was because I was adding a bunch of Toho people, because I wanted to do, like, Toho roleplays and such back then. I think that account was specifically still a Shanghai account before I turned it into Ion a little later.
Alright, I'm here.
Welcome back. I've been holding up traffic so you don't have to worry about anything for a while.
Sorry about the delay.
All good. Gave me a second to, like, stretch my own limbs, because I was getting kind of sore. Grab my drink while I'm here.
Do you have your high beams on?
I think I turned them back off. I did not. Okay.
This is a lot of tumbleweed. I feel accosted.
Tumbleweed... Bead? Tumbleweeds during the rain.
The tumbleweed clips through the ground.
Ah! So apparently...
Sorcery.
Sorcery. So I've been told apparently tumbleweed is actually very spiky.
Yes, and generally speaking, that's the wrong button. Generally speaking, you don't want to hit it.
Yes, because it would just get tangled into whatever you hit it with. I'm also told it's an invasive species, rather. Kind of like mint.
Generally, I don't have to worry about those because I'm nowhere near that side of the country.
Fair enough.
This music has me wanting to play PCB some more.
God damn it.
I'm still grinding the EX stage. I'm not having a fun time with that.
No.
Like, I've got the stage memorized, but Rand's spells are,
Pain.
yeah.
You hear that, Rand? You're giving problems with your spells. There's a lot of tumbleweeds here.
Honestly, the non-spells more than anything, the cooldown spells, those are the most annoying.
Tumbleweeds are giant UFOs. Have giant
If I
UFO
didn't-
ships, they invade lands. Yes.
Then again, there was also that one spell where, with the crisscrossing lasers and the red orbs.
God, yes. Like, I think it's the problem that, like, by the time you make it to Rand in that game, in that EX stage, you're so drained mentally that, like, trying to face her is an endurance. Rand's the only extra boss I ever beat. Damn. You've only ever beaten yourself. I don't think I've ever actually beaten an EX stage. I think I got close to the end of Flans. And then I died because I didn't realize the last one was a timeout spell. What's up?
I was saying the speed was dropping.
Oh, thank you.
Truthfully, I have the stage more or less memorized. PCB's EX stage. To the
I'm in the
point
wrong
where I
lane.
can, if I'm listening to the OST for it, I can visually see the enemy patterns in my head.
I want you to like go to sleep listening to that song, and then just dream about the stage. You'll practice in your sleep.
Did you just clip a car? You did.
I think I did, yes. Fuck, that means I've been fucking 10 years... 10... What? Fucking 10 years since then?
It's been
Wait.
fucking 10 years since then.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's right. Only after that moment I decided I would take her name for online use. Ah, okay. Tetris Brain and Toho. Sounds terrible. Oh, God.
Please be aware that your braking effectiveness is reduced in raining conditions. Please do not slam into my trailer,
I'm aware. That's why I'm going half the speed limit right now.
he says, looking like he's almost gonna ram into me.
I mean, it's also lagging really hard because of the rain right now. Slam into the trailer. No.
Track IR is not cooperating.
It looks like it's lagging on your stream, actually.
No, it's just it's not picking up the
Break his
thing all the way around.
The last thing I want to do is break Bun's butt.
Excuse me?
Well, he said break his behind.
You didn't have to word it like that.
What? A butt is a behind. What would I say? Arse?
I'd rather you didn't say anything. That's just wrong.
You go to sleep and you see bullet patterns. Oh god, that would be scary.
Get this
God.
gay shit out of here.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Actually, like the past few nights, actually, I've just been having dreams of Honkai. Like, why am I dreaming of Himiko? Maybe I just want a giant orbital laser. Who the hell wouldn't? Nightmares of curvy
You're dreaming
lasers.
of her? If
I
you're
know-
dreaming of her, are you really dreaming about her laser, or are you dreaming about something else?
Laser. Definitely the laser. I would know if it was something else. No,
I
please
still love
don't
that she's
hook me up.
voiced by Lisa's VA.
I'm just in Japanese, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Because I'm remembering her English VA and the sound of Lisa climbing a wall. Which is basically just softcore porn at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I love how
Same
I
with
say that. I
Beulah.
suddenly hear just fucking trumpets. Smooth jazz, electronic trumpets. Oh my goodness, my throat. You know what? The next time I go to the store, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick up an entire pack of lozenges. Genshin
I was thinking of something witty to say, and by the time you started saying it, I was debating saying something like "turn in your resignation."
God, I wish. I'm tempted to apply to the store that's opening up here, actually. I think it's a pet
Got
store.
enough speed.
That'd be more interesting than working at a grocery store. Genshin bad and Hong Kong bad. They're not bad games. Honestly, they get a lot worse of a rep than a lot of people think.
I mean, they have the inherent flaw of being gacha games.
Which, yes.
However, their gacha mechanics aren't nearly as
It's not as bad as,
unforgiving
like,
others.
it's not heavily forced in your face like it is with a lot of, like, gotcha
Well, it
only kind of
is.
mechanics.
The problem with Genshin is that it tries to it's very half baked.
Yeah.
It doesn't try to be one thing or the other. It keeps trying to be in the middle, and so it just looks half baked and low effort.
Yeah.
If you go to Honkai, everything seems much more.
ASMR of a librarian scaling a wall.
It's much better, honestly. Like the cutscenes are better, the animations and transitions.
Like, Genshin's story only recently started getting good, and even then, there's a drought of actual story.
Yeah,
Honkai's
that's the
story
problem.
has been pretty good so far, from what I've been playing. Also, like, not the Traveler, what the fuck, I'm thinking Genshin again.
I
Honkai's
relate
main
with the
character is
MT, so
fucking good.
that-
Then why were you playing it all this time? Because I was enjoying it for the meantime. I liked the gameplay of Genshin. I'm not gonna lie, I really do like it. It's just, when you get into the late game of Genshin, it really falls off hard, because there's not much to do. Like, you could do cleanup.
grinding.
Except grinding, yeah. Except just
I
fucking
had to lean
grinding.
into my microphone for that. I'm sure you can see
Except
that on the stream.
lots of grinding. Fucking grinding.
and it's not much better than
And,
Honkai,
yeah,
honestly.
Honkai's like non-story content is basically the same deal, which sucks. But like the story is good, so you want to keep doing the story anyways. That's why I've been doing.
That they kind of artificially limit your game time by giving you that resin limit.
Grinding anime girls? No. Specifically, it's not grinding the anime girls. It's grinding their equipment.
You know what's funny?
Hmm?
Genshin is going hardcore into the over-sexualization of their characters.
A little bit harder, yeah.
Now, while Honkai's characters are cute and whatnot, and they do have some aspects of that to them, I don't find I get that same feeling with them at a turn.
Are you okay? Oh, that's not good.
Side with me.
For one perfect artifact, yes. Artifact grinding can suck it. Sign broken thin. Things can break in this game. Yes. You can break road signs. What else can break? My will
My
to live.
sanity.
We both had very different sides of that spectrum. One was psychological. No, both were psychological. Never mind. Ah, I missed the turn! Fuck!
Ooh, Alice's theme is really good in this thing. Wait, no, this isn't Alice's theme. This is the stage theme. My bad.
I mean, depending on who you ask, the stage themes are the character themes as well.
Ark, what are you doing? Oh,
I missed the turn.
indeed.
Did I just bump into someone?
I would assume probably.
Probably. But nah, the big thing that I don't like about Genshin is the grind for stuff in the late game. Namely to like build up other characters because you've been using the same team every time, which is, sucks. But Honkai has the same problem I have with Crestoria. We're trying to build anything other than your main party that you need because you need certain elements. You don't have enough resources.
Yeah, that's
And that's
the
not
problem,
something you
Ran,
can
is
solve
that-
with money. Like, you don't pay to solve resources in that game. You are committed to come in the next day and keep gaining more resources.
Yeah, that's
So-
the problem, Ran, is that they tend to over-design the characters like that. And so they tend to make that as the main selling point of the game as opposed to actual decent content. Although,
Yeah.
I've seen that in other gachas as well. But truthfully, I would rather play Genshin than Azure Lane.
I would rather play Genshin than the ones I played in the past, like Tales of Link, Crestoria's shit system, rip in peace, and Brave Exvius. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is terrible. You want to see a game that requires grinding? That game literally starts off saying, "Oh yeah, the max damage is 900 or 9,999," and then quickly breaks that limit and says, "All right, our new cap, 40 billion." Why?
Go for either Fragile Cargo or Hazmat.
I'll probably go get more Hazard. Because that actually gives us more jobs we can do as well. I wonder what I dislike more, though. Genshin or Lost World?
I only dislike Genshin because of how low effort it feels.
And even then, you were figuring that out recently once you played something better, like Honkai.
Yeah, I always thought the animations and stuff felt cheap and
Lost World,
very
though.
unfinished.
Lost World, I wouldn't say is bad. It has interesting story ideas for Toho. Yes, it's got a gacha system, but, like, I feel like that's more of a complaint about gacha as a genre. And there's not really a way you can fix that without removing gacha mechanics. Character assassination? I mean, all of Lost World is kind of its own canon thing, separate from Toho itself. So it kind of can disassociate. But if I may end up pointing something out, a lot of these mobile games do that inherently. Brave Exvius is a good example. A lot of these characters that get put in also get alternate outfits. Sometimes it makes sense and is kind of cute, like one character suddenly becoming a white mage, or, choosing a different class in the same game, which is cool. Other times it's, let me just literally stick a person in a swimsuit. I fucking hate swimsuit costumes. That's the one, like, the Tales of games always had DLC for, like, swimsuit costumes. I would never buy it. You know what I would end up buying instead? The Christmas outfits, because at least it was something a little bit more comfortable to look at. Despite the fact that I don't like Christmas. My rant is over. I'm going to find another short job, because we're almost at stream time. Or end of stream time, rather. Where do we want to go next?
I'll be honest.
What's up?
Despite the complaints I previously mentioned, at Honkai, there is one major flaw.
Clara doesn't have shoes?
Yes!
I knew it! I fucking knew it! Give Clara shoes! Come on, Sparrog, do it! Give her shoes! If we don't get a story beat where it's like the entire thing is trying to take her to a freaking shoe shop, I'm a riot. This girl cannot just walk around on the snow and, like, not feel a fucking thing. It's just cruel.
Yeah, what
How
really
does
says
she
a lot
have-
of me
How does
the
she
reason
have
I
3
stopped.
tops and a jacket and no shoes? Sorry, I cut you off there. Go ahead.
Huh? No, you're good. It's just Ran reminded me of why I stopped playing Azure Lane. It's because when they started releasing the heavily sexualized live 2D skins, right, that in and of itself didn't bother me. I was like, okay, that's gotcha stuff. It's when the Azure Lane Twitter actually released a softcore porn video of those live 2D skins in an attempt to advertise them.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
kind of
when I
messed
quit.
up. That's kind of messed up. Yeah.
I also quit because of the constant lullification of the existing ship characters.
Which is funny, because it was it Iowa? The Iowa class ship that was like... Which one was it that was like, look, big boobed American ship kind of thing?
Don't remember. There were a lot of those.
But I remember that was the big thing for a while that everyone was
New
pointing
Jersey, maybe?
out. Nah, that doesn't ring a bell. But yeah, it was the same kind of thing that kept me away. Ironically, it was the inverse. It was all like the big boob characters, and I was like, look, I get it. They all need to be girls because that's your whole aesthetic. But at the same time, what the fuck?
Truthfully, my whole interest in like World War II ships and everything, that itch was scratched more by World of Warships until they reworked carriers and then decided they were going to push submarines.
Yeah.
So truthfully, I don't have anything that scratches that itch of World War II combat for me. World of Tanks has its problems, so I can't really enjoy that as much as I'd like, and War Thunder is pain!
Yes. War Thunder. You want to play in tanks? Cool, we're gonna put in aircraft too. What? You wanted to defend yourself against aircraft? Good fucking luck! God. I'm not shit at that game. I'm shit at bullshit fucking aircraft! I just hate the
something.
concept of collecting people. That's fair. I don't like the idea myself. I'd like to have all characters. Actually, hang on. That kind of reminds me of one game that kind of backwards this concept. The Tales of gacha game that's in Japan right now. I think it's called Tales of the Rays. Every time a new character comes out, that character is free. You immediately get them. So if I wanted to, I could make an account for Tales of the Rays, and I could legit just play as Ion and satisfy all of my fantasies.
And that's something, too, about gachas for me. A lot of people literally just buy the characters because of how over-sexualized they are.
Me
Like, remember
buying
when
on you.
Yulan came out?
On you. Yes, Yulan, specifically, yes. God,
Yeah.
just...
The thing for me was that I saved my roles because I wasn't interested in these characters for the... Well, honestly, I would have gotten Yulan because of her off-field damage. And that's it. Not because of her design, but because
Yeah.
of her utility. And that's the reason I bought.
You bought. You spent
Why
your
I got
rolls.
Alhaitham.
Yeah.
Because not because of his design or because he's over sexualized, which he's not.
No, he's like, he's got a jacket over his shoulder. That's it. He just looks cool. He's not really sexualized.
I didn't care about the design. I cared about the fact that I enjoyed his gameplay.
Yeah, that's the same with why I was like, you know what? Baiju's on the banner. I'm not really interested in Baiju. Otherwise,
And then you accidentally clicked and
I accidentally hit the Y button on my controller and rolled for him and got him. But, like, I was like, you know, I like his character. I want to learn more about him, but I don't really want to have him as character because I don't like how he plays. I don't like a lot of Catalyst users because they're so slow. Accidentally. Okay, so, in my defense, playing Honkai and then going back to Genshin, like, back and forth, I
Pick a job!
open that menu. I'm picking the job! I open that menu and accidentally click the button. Because they have different buttons between the two games. But what I was going to say with Tales of the Rays, the only thing you're rolling for in Tales of the Rays is two things. equipment and arts. So techniques and skills and spells and shit like that. So you are not rolling for characters. You are never rolling for characters, as far as I'm aware. Hell, they just released a bunch of crossover stuff with, like, is it Guilty Gear? Yeah, it's Guilty Gear. So Bridget's in the game. They put Bridget in Tales of, and she's canonically there. He, Bridget, them, yes, that.
It.
Bridget is cute. They, person, being. I'm satisfying everyone's, like, problems here, you know what I mean? All sides of the spectrum.
Aren't they canonically one or the other? Ah! Fuck.
It's a hot debate that likes to get a lot of people raged up. So I just say Bridget, as in by name. That way, everybody's happy.
Bernal City.
And at the same time, nobody's happy.
Jesus, I am all over the road today.
My model doesn't show it, but I'm like smiling with my teeth showing. An attack helicopter called Bridget. Yes, we'll go with that. I like that analogy. Didn't you point out to me in some pic that's a dude to me? That's what I mean. Like, okay. I don't like to open cans of worms, but I'll do it just for a moment. Bridget is a dude raised to be a female. Supposedly, and this is just me going off of hearsay, so I could be wrong. But in the bad ending to the story mode of Guilty Gear Strive, Bridget just accepts their... How would I put this? Conditioning to be a girl? Which is what it sounds like in English. Or it sounds like that in Japanese, but in English, it just straight up sounds like they accept being a guy. Or a girl, rather. God, I hate the fucking brain. But yeah, they accept the other side of the spectrum entirely. Well, on the good ending, I think it's more like... I can explain this story a little better. Please, do me a favor and go right ahead. I feel like I'm digging myself a hole, but, like, that's what I know so far from it. And, yeah, you can explain it while we wait for Bun. And then after we're done this job, that'll probably be the end of the stream. Which means we'll probably go over a little bit, but, whatever. I figured that would be the case with this kind of game. I think the biggest problem is... we're circling back around, but yeah, don't like Lost World. I mean, you don't have to like a game. A lot of communities for a series don't like the gacha games that come out of it in general.
Oof.
Like, for example, I think it was Ark the Lad got a mobile game, and I think so did the Mana of series, or of Mana series, got a gacha game, and people fucking hate that stuff.
Where am I?
So
Where's the trailer?
Bridget grew up in a remote English village that had a superstition that having twins of the same gender would bring disaster. And that just kind of sparks off the whole trying to raise them as the other? Is that what it is? Huh. So Bridget's family, unwilling to give up on their child, raised one of them as a girl. Ah, okay. I'm putting the pieces together now. I was going to say, the only Guilty Gear game I've ever really played was the latest one, because that's the only one I've really had access to. But that starts to make sense on more of the backstory. Bridget kind of knew the whole time, though he wasn't a girl. I mean, I think it's kind of hard to hide your
not underneath it,
physical gender. Like, let's not get into the whole, like, mentally if you are male or female, but, like, it is kind of hard to hide your physical gender. There we go. In order to prove the superstition wrong, he became a bounty hunter, and a goddamn good one at that. I don't know why I put God in there, but yeah. I'm surprised there wasn't a shitstorm around that game then. Oh! You say that! Ran, anytime Bridget is trending, this shitstorm keeps constantly coming back.
Ark, let's go.
I am going to tab back into the game now. But yeah, this is always a shitstorm. That's why anytime Bridge is trending, clicking on it is a mistake. Because you will either get really nice artwork of Bridget, which there's a lot of it, or you will get people who will constantly berate each other for each side of the argument. And that's the whole reason why I said this is a can of worms. Because people are very vocal about their opinions to a disgusting degree. Like, I can argue out a conversation with someone who doesn't like a gacha game, where it's like, yeah, you might not like the game, but honestly, some of the gameplay isn't that bad. Sure. I can say that about Genshin. But with this kind of stuff, no. There is no winning. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, or if the devs say otherwise. I think I'm stuck. What were you going to say there, Bud?
I was going to say, people often come into arguments from the wrong angle, I feel. Like, Rand doesn't like gacha games, or rather, yeah, Rand doesn't like gacha games. I'm not going to try to tell him that gacha games are good. Like, it is an aspect of a game that is controversial for some, and others just straight up don't like it. I get that. And I'm not going to convince them that their opinion on that is wrong. But, what is it? In terms of the actual gameplay and story and whatnot, I can argue for that and say that Honkai's story is pretty good and the gameplay is nice. A little confusing at times, but still good nonetheless.
What was I stuck on?
And that's kind of why, despite it being a gacha, because normally I don't like gacha games. Again, I quit Conclave, I quit Azure Lane, I don't remember if I played any others. Because I just didn't care about the gameplay compared to the gacha mechanics.
Yeah.
At least with something like Genshin, you can still play through the game without really caring about the gacha system.
Yeah. And
Sure, a lot of the mechanics are annoying, like, again, the resin system, and same deal with Honkai, but the gameplay tends to make up for it, and at least with Genshin, I am invested in the story, albeit a lot of the events introduce quote-unquote story elements that feel like a complete curveball out of left field 7 postcodes away.
Like Wander's entire, like, story kind of thing.
No, more so that event where Alice came in out of nowhere at the end.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
the fucking, what's it called? Hexen Circle?
yeah, it's like, who are you? And
Who are
why
you?
am
Why?
I expected to care about you?
I was like, oh, we're finally getting some cute story between Amber, maybe Sucrose, and Kale. Something that, like, people that read the online webcomic have been waiting for a long time. And we sort of looked like we were building up to that, and then suddenly Alice is just like, lol, I'm here to steal the story, bye! What the fuck?
Yep,
Go away.
pretty much. I hated that. I also
Nope,
hate that
just
Genshin
Alice.
doesn't commit fully to one type of storytelling. How do I explain this?
Go for it.
Genshin is way too upbeat and happy, despite them, and then they try to throw in dark themes here and there, and it's like it just doesn't work with the rest of the environment.
Like, a
Have you
good
felt
chunk of
that?
Sumeru. Yeah, a good chunk of Sumeru, like, they tried to go with a deeper, like, darker story.
And it was good, but then everything else just completely contradicts it out of nowhere.
Even if it does lock you into the story when you start it, it's like, yeah, it kind of feels like it takes a left turn and then immediately swerves back into, like, casual, relaxed, look, I'm just traveling across Tibet, haha.
And that's
Hell,
and
we
that's
don't
the
even
good
know what she
point
looks
there,
like.
Aura. Not only do we not know what she looks like, at least in my case, I don't know if there were any early game events about her or whatnot. I don't know who she is, and I don't know why I'm expected to care about her besides the fact that she's Klee's mom. Like, what relevance does she have to the story at this point? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
It literally just feels like a random character out of nowhere that I'm expected to care. I've said this 1,000 times. I should just stop. I'm sorry. I'm going.
No,
in
I mean,
circles.
it's relevant to the stream, so it's to the conversation.
Yes, but
here.
I'm saying the same thing over and over in different ways.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah.
I have a tendency to do that, and I'm trying to stop myself. 'Cause
I
my
don't
mom
worry.
tends
I
to
have
do that.
I have the same thing. BRB. Sorry, bad timing. No, it's all good. But yeah, it's kind of like when people give the argument about an RPG and they say, "Oh, it's boring because it's turn-based. You just mash A to win." No. If a game is that if it's designed that way, then a turn-based game is bad.
Well, someone can say something is boring, and they're not wrong.
This is true.
Because
I will
it's
not
their
deny
opinion.
that. I will not deny
People-
that. This is
But
true.
a lot of people seem to differentiate. A lot of people can't seem to differentiate opinion from
design.
Well, there is really no fact in this case.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, it is opinion.
That's
There
fine.
is no right or wrong answer. Is this game good or bad? Is this game boring or fun? Because it's entirely subjective.
Yeah.
So you can't say for a fact that this game is the best game of all time.
True.
Like, even though, like, let me talk about Skyrim for a second. Sure, it's, like, rated, like, Game of the Year or whatever. It's highly regarded. That just means that a lot of people like it.
Same with me in Breath of the Wild. It's like, a lot of people really like these games.
I
But
guess
I
you
can't
could say
get
that a
into
game is good if a vast majority of people like it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't just post a factual label on it saying this game is good.
It's
At
like,
least that's my opinion on things.
I know that
mean,
there
people
are...
are going to do it, and I'm not going to complain about it. It's just that people seem to misunderstand what saying a game is good or bad actually means.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to deny that Breath of the Wild was a good game. Like, from
Now-
a design standpoint, yeah, it's a really good game. For, like, a jump in the Zelda series, fuck yeah, it was an amazing idea. It's a really good game. But
Now,
me
if you're
having
talking
played
about-
it for 120 hours, no, I fucking hated it. It was boring the shit
Now,
out of
if
me.
we get into the subject of glitches and bugs and whatnot, then it's a different story, I find. Like,
Skyrim?
Jedi Fallen Order on release, the optimization was bad. That's the one case where I could say that something was bad and be 100% factually correct on it.
It's like, yeah, it's bad. How is it bad? I literally can't play it.
And I have pretty up-to-date specs, too.
Yeah, that just means
Sure, my
that they
GPU's
didn't
a little
optimize
old,
it
but I've got a
properly.
pretty much recent processor. And
Yeah.
then instead of acknowledging that it wasn't optimized well, they say, "Oh, it's because people are playing on Windows 10
No,
and not 11."
Yeah, they were saying, "Oh yeah, you're why are you all playing on Windows 10?" That's like when Blizzard came out on stage. Y'all got phones? Like, yes, asshole, but that's not the point.
I imagine a lot of people will disagree with my thoughts on saying a game is good or bad or not, but I'm gonna stick to it because it's what I think.
Yeah, it's something you believe is true, which, you know, people can dispute it all they want, but at the same time, again, as you say, it's an opinion. You can't really dispute an opinion unless it doesn't have any base on it.
In the realm of video games that are not bugged to hell and back and actually, are optimized well, beyond that, I don't believe in the description of something being good or bad.
Yeah. Like,
Because
let's
at that point, everything is subjective. As long as the game is playable and doesn't have any glaring issues that detract from the gameplay experience, if the core gameplay experience is something I like, then yeah, I'll say it's a good game because I think
What
it's
is
good.
that? Are those floating bushes?
But my definition of good may not be someone else's definition of good.
Are those floating bushes? Yep, those
Are
are
you
floating
okay with-
bushes.
Oh, they are. Okay, I saw this too. I thought they were something else entirely. Cool.
Okay. I think we need to file a bug report. What is this
I
bug?
don't
Floating bushes. The ghost of Bush's past. Presidential elect. Like, the games have a very distinct ability to both be good and bad based on, like, design and opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like movies where, like, something can be bad, but you can also enjoy it. Actually, I guess that's kind of the same thing, actually. Because I literally
Yeah,
started
I-
thinking about The Room. Hi,
My
Mark.
thoughts were immediately drawn to the new Star Wars movies, like the sequel trilogy, but I've come to realize that they just bore me. I feel like I was trying to be an apologist, and I was trying to deceive myself into thinking that the movies were good, but as soon as I saw the last movie, to quote James from Team Rocket,
This feels like a sequel to a movie I missed.
Yeah, or I was thinking The Room as well. But it kind of makes me think of the... Kind of like in what you're saying, but with, like, the inverse effect. When Golden Sun got its third game, I was super hyped. I was overhyped, if anything. And then when I got to play it, I was so disappointed in it. That, I guess I just hated on it constantly. And then when I replayed it this year, I was like, I don't like how the game's direction went, but I genuinely liked a lot of things about it. I didn't like the characters were constantly fucking talking and breaking
Hi,
up the
Mark.
events
How's your
every...
sex life?
Yes. just interrupting every scene with like immediate dialogue and over-explaining the situation. Which, you know, Golden Sun did have a lot of moments where you're like, why is this here? Why is this here? But you didn't need to explain everything. It was more environmental storytelling that you wanted to leave it up to. But I did like seeing what had transpired with that world and made me want to explore more of it. Now, if the game wasn't rushed and a lot of the content was cut, maybe that could have been more fleshed out, and there wouldn't be nearly as much talking. More talkative than a Yakuza game. That's the one thing that worries me about playing the Yakuza game eventually. If it's just going to be basically playing Persona 4 all over again, where we have an entire stream where it's just cutscenes. God, that setup. But yeah.
Okay, so I'm listening to this thing you sent me, and I'm at the part where it's stage 5, the section of the theme where Yomu pops in.
Yeah.
God, I love that part of the music of the song.
Hell yeah. Did I ever make you play Toho micro games?
Probably not, because I'm only really interested in the mainline games.
Fair enough.
And I'm dog shit at the fighting games, so I don't think I'll be able to enjoy those.
That's fair, but I think you might like the micro games game. It's literally WarioWare, but they made it Toho kind of esque.
Fuck that.
Honestly, it's pretty good, namely because the Yomu one, it's kind of rhythm, kind of timing. I don't know. Maybe I just like it because at one point during the song, when you know Yomu would normally pop up, they just drop a pair of shades on her because she's already there. So why not, right? Jesus Christ, 25 on these turns, 15 on that sign. Fuck, what? Yeah, Yakuza games are more like movies and secondhand audience participation.
I need to actually sit down and play through the mainline Toho game's normal story instead of just forcing myself to... Well, not really forcing myself, but grinding the hell out of the EX stage and dying over and over again.
Yes. Tried Toho 18.5 yet? I forgot that... Did that come out yet? No, that did come out yet. Or was it the demo? Yeah, because 19 is the one they just released. Or announced, rather. 18.5. Which one was that again? I actually haven't seen any gameplay of 19 rather yet. 100th Black Market. Oh, no, I have not played it. I haven't played Toho for a long time because Carpal Tunnel really sucks. I'm also ass at Toho games nowadays. The one with Marissa. Ah, yes, that narrows it down a lot. I know you haven't played it.
I have
What
not.
about? No.
The only Toho games I've honestly played have been EOSD, PCB. You know what? I think I played most of the early games from 6 up to...
Which one was Legacy?
up to 12, and then I skipped to 15. I didn't play anything in between. So I don't think I did. And I haven't played anything past that. It has been a very long time since I've played Toho for a reasonable amount of time. I stepped away from Toho for a very long time.
Try some, he says.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I've been trying to beat EOSD's main story. Whatever. Main game, whatever the fuck you call it. Because then I can say I've beaten that and PCB's main story, and then I want to try my luck at getting good ending in Imperishable Night. Because I know the last time I did that, I fucked up hardcore.
18 is good. Kind of reminds me how Lennon plays, where you, like, gain money, or, sorry, alcohol to buy upgrades and such.
Oh yeah, I love Lennon.
Except this is more like a roguelite version of that, where you kind of...
Well, Lennon 4 is its own beast, but I do like the previous Lennon games. More traditional Toho style, shmup style.
Except it hates you. If I've seen anything from Lennon, it hates you. There's only BPOHC.
Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle, that's the fourth one.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say, Aura knows more about Lennon than I do. I kind of know most of it from overhearing you and Koteman and from Aura.
It's funny, because a lot of the enemy patterns in BPOHC are actually... excuse me. Are actually... I can't remember which one. I think it's like the 7th Army or the 1st Army. The pattern is literally the first pattern of enemies you run into in Lennon 1.
Ah.
Evanescent Existence.
Ah, reusing content? I don't know what you mean.
I don't blame him. I mean, BPOHC is a huge game. I can't blame Jinx for reusing certain patterns and whatnot from previous games.
Fair. Bun,
Anyways,
do you know
Giant Sudden fucking upset!
da, 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 da. Bun, do you know the mechanic of 18?
I do not. Why am I suddenly the focus of the stream?
Because everyone knows that I'm an idiot. And that I talk too much already. Also, I'm pretty sure everybody here, like, knows me a lot more than you. So you're more interesting.
What? How am I more interesting? Sorry, I had to mute my mic.
All good. You're more interesting because you're the co-host. This is actually just, like, a Tonight Show. We've just masked
Truthfully,
it really
Aura,
well.
I'm not even remotely interested. Well, that truck's cab just disappeared!
Oh,
Oh, no!
I didn't see it. I had to look at your stream to see it.
Oh. The fucking tractor disappeared and then the trailer vanished.
Ghost truck. We're having a heart attack on the road.
Yeah, alright. I'm really not interested in the cafe management one. I know my friend Kodaman is. I'm gonna hold out for the next 6 years until he releases Monochrome World.
Wait, how am I supposed to go this way? Oh, I missed my turn, didn't I? I'm an idiot. But, Bun, the mechanic in 18 is, you gain money and... Oh, never mind. There you go. Rand saying it. In 18, you collect money points, and at the end of every stage, you buy survivability. Several ability cards using that money. You can upgrade, like, simple bombs or life, or upgrades like someone else's weapon, superpower, or passive ability.
What, so it's kind of like a roguelike?
Yeah, kind of.
So similar to BPOHC, but probably not as massive.
Yeah. It's
You
got,
mentioned money. Is that the game with Jun and Shion?
No, that's the fighting game specifically. The one
okay.
that he's thinking of is the one with Shimada, the rainbow chick.
Oh, her, okay. I'm not familiar with a lot of
More recent
characters
stuff.
past Toho 15.
That's fair. Nazrin card.
Yeah, the
Nazrin's
only characters I
participation
know
money. Oops, I hit the
are-
wall.
Again, the ones from the games that I mentioned.
Fair enough.
I remember when 16 came out. When 16 came out is around the time I stopped playing. I actually think I might have
That's-
tried 16.
Yeah, I would kind of feel like I was in the same boat at that point. Because, like, the problem with me at the time was I was on Google+. So anytime a new Toho game came out, people would just immediately make roleplay accounts for that character, and it's just like, the game literally just came out and you know nothing about this character. You're just doing this for attention. I don't want to be a part of it.
Border of Life. I wonder how well they did this one. Yu Yuko's theme.
You can Oku's big nuclear flare as a bomb. I think you mean use. Or Sakuya's knives as an extra shot type. There's like 40 cards. Is this a jab at my Doremi account? Not specifically at you, because you actually would do research on your character as well when you were playing them. A lot of the people I would run into would literally just do it for the attention. Like, they wouldn't even care about the character. They would just play as themselves.
I kind of have similar reasons, but not exactly. You know the reasons why I stepped away from Toho Arc.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really care to go into too much detail about it.
Yeah, it's for you, it's more of a personal matter. Oh, the rain's back. Did I make a wrong turn at some point? Where are you compared to me? You're over there. I definitely made a
can't-
wrong turn.
I can't do the Toho fighting games. That style of fighting game is really difficult for me.
Curiosity? Nah, it's a personal
amusing.
thing for him.
It's funny, Aura. That was Rand who did that. It's
I
funny, Aura, because I actually bought a... I think it's... I don't remember them. Actually, I have it right here. I can literally tell you the brand.
Hmm?
Who made this controller? Never mind. Wait,
Wait, isn't
found
it?
it. Retrobit. Retrobit. Retrobit makes licensed what the fuck? I just
Third-party
looked at your
control-
stream.
Yeah.
Licensed third-party controllers for different consoles, and I bought a Saturn controller from them because a lot of shmup players apparently like that. So I've been using that ever since.
I can't play...
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the the trick to shmups.
That's
Is
addictive.
to memorize the patterns. So you're literally just throwing yourself at the wall several times until you learn the patterns.
Yes, the Dark
And
Souls
when
logic
doing
of beating
so-
video games.
when doing so, you tend to find ways to optimize your runs. Like, Ark, you've seen how I've progressed with PCB's EX stage.
Yeah, like, you were having trouble with Chen for a while, and then you kept throwing yourself at
Well,
it.
not
to learn
even that.
Chen.
Like, the first 2 enemy wave patterns,
Pull in for
like
an
the one
inspection.
where they zoom in from across the screen and shoot a line of bullets, I found out that, you know, if I stick close to the left, I can kill them before they manage to do anything, slightly stream a little bit, and then move up into the top section of the item get border,
Mhm.
and then my homing shots will take out the next wave of enemies, giving me all of their power points.
Mhm.
And then I just stream a little bit more for the next 2 waves, and then, you know, zoom back up to the item get border. I was really proud of the fact that I could optimize my run for that.
Mhm. And like that
And
works
by
for
doing
you.
so, I'm able to actually take out the next 4 waves before they can actually get their shots off.
Yeah. I'm kind of with Aura though. I don't really like the Dark Souls approach to going towards it. To explain that a little bit more,
They
it's...
say to 2 Dark Souls players.
I know, right? But the difference is Dark Souls, I feel like, has the like gameplay that I'm okay with throwing myself at the wall, but at the same time, I'm not too keen on constantly throwing myself at something like that when I'm already not good at it. With Dark Souls, I feel like I'm not ass at it, and I feel like I can learn. But with Touhou, my carpal tunnel kicks in. Go ahead.
I remember playing Breath of the Wild, and I would do the Dark Souls method, and it was just like, hey, instead of throwing your face at the wall over and over again, try crafting some items. I'm like, no, fuck you!
that's the
Specifically
stubbornness
because you
kicking
told
in.
me not to do it, I will now do it. Where are you?
I'm stubborn and
Oh,
also
you're back
petty.
there.
It's like, oh, you could use a fire arrow to ignite the bushes and burn them all alive. No. It's like when I finally got the upgraded abilities for the Sheikah Slate and the ability to craft like ancient weapons. I was like, why?
Oh, what the hell?
I've learned how to do
Schneider.
all this without it. I'm not gonna use these now. This
There's a
feels like it's
Schneider
breaking.
advertisement there. Where did that come from?
I don't know if I'll end up seeing that when I get there, but Huh.
I used to drive for Schneider. I did not expect to see actual real-life advertisements.
I mean, if you connect to World of Trucks, then yeah, you can actually see them.
Okay, that would explain it. I was confused at first. It's like, I saw SCH, I was like, wait a second. Is that Schneider?
The World
The
of
World of
Drugs.
Drugs.
I
Look.
don't have an accent.
Look, there are some things we just don't talk about, okay?
The-
And that's one of them. We don't talk about the World of Drugs.
It's the underworld. We don't talk about it.
No, Ran, World of Trucks is a, basically a social community. What is it?
Specifically designed around the 2 games that exist for this.
Yeah, ETS and ATS. It's endorsed by SCS, the developers of these games, so you can actually link your World of Trucks account to American Truck Simulator. And that's why in my profile, I actually have my, my anime profile picture.
I hear Nixon rolling his grave.
Damn.
See, that fly, that would probably make Bun get that more than I would.
I kind of get it. I know the bare minimums of the Watergate scandal.
He'll come up to
I
a
think it has to do
generator,
with drugs.
get some electricity from it. Just start insulting the dead, just watch them roll in their grave, hook up a generator to them. Infinite power. No. You put a slice of buttered bread on top of a cat, you tape the 2 things together, and then you just let
Okay,
go.
yeah.
The toast will try to fall buttered side down, and the cat will try to land feet first. They'll just keep spinning in the air, and you'll get infinite energy.
It's just like that time we were playing VR chat and James used the Nazarene model to do that rats thing. It's literally just that.
Spinning constantly, yes. Rats, we are the rats. But you would need to sacrifice a cat. Bringing it back around, yeah, no, that's probably a bad idea.
I was gonna say something and I forgot what. Oh well.
Me too, honestly. Oh, my eyes. Okay, I want to turn off here. How did my time go up again? Did I make another wrong turn?
Ugh.
I swear to God.
I wonder if I'll get to hear the EX stage theme
Chen,
in this. Interesting here, because the thing I was talking about earlier with the EX stage, how I could visualize it in my head just by hearing the music.
Mhm.
I especially love the section where I can visualize Chen doing
Her spell?
the spell she does after Blue Oni, Red Oni,
I don't
where
remember
she
which one
spins
that
around
is.
the screen shooting bullets. I love that spell because there is a safe spot in the bottom left corner, and it's hilarious.
Firing all these bullets, hides in the bottom left corner, like, nee.
But then you have to kill her before she comes back around. Otherwise, you're just kind of fucked.
Yeah. Ah! Wait until you get to Phantasm. I'm dreading when he does.
I'm not expecting to beat Phantasm anytime soon.
I looked at Yukari stuff. No. Yukari, the source of all my pain and suffering. And the source of my hate boner. But, you know, that's another story.
Sex? Hate fucking?
What?
Hate fucking.
I
It is
wouldn't.
a thing.
I know it is. I wouldn't do that to Yukari, of all people, though. Ark's got the hots for Yukari. No, stop. No, I don't. He keeps talking about his boner for her. Hate boner.
Right? Totally.
I see how this is. Siding with the chat.
Why wouldn't I? That's funny.
It's funny. It's content.
Never said it was content. I just think it's funny.
I know, it's what I thought to myself. I swear to God, I've gotten further away. How far are you?
93 miles.
Yeah, I've definitely been taking the wrong turns because I've just been focusing on the road in front of me. Because
You
now
have
I
a
am
GPS. Do you
I
not have voice navigation turned on?
I do, but it doesn't want to work anymore for some reason.
Interesting. Do
You
have
know
it
what?
set to
I'm
the
gonna
right
speed.
voice?
I think so. I'm gonna speed. Speed in the rain. This is a great idea.
That's a horrible idea. You're going to do terrible things.
Well, you know, it's a good way to end the stream if that's what happens.
Please don't intentionally do
I'm not
something
gonna
like that.
intentionally get myself killed. Unless I make a wrong turn like that again!
You monkey!
I'm so annoyed with myself right now. Faster, carbon cheek. Go. Go. This is a really dangerous thing to do, but I'm doing it. Oh, I'm leaning. I'm leaning. I'm leaning.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Breaking the law. Rules were made to be broken. When Bun's very quiet and his icon is set to that very blank stare. I swear I'm a good driver, Bun.
I don't believe you.
Ah. He's trapped. No, you're not. You know. Look, I just want to catch back up because you're like an hour out and I'm 4 hours out, almost 5.
Cry about it.
I am crying about it. I'm crying so hard it's fucking raining.
I just love seeing my my image just smile as I
Just
say that.
Happily turns to one side. Cry about it. Is this what they call bullying? I didn't even intend to say that little list. Holy shit. No, I don't want to go this way. That's the off-ramp. I'm so far away, the music is now corrupt. Oh, my neck. Ah, there we go.
Close to that distance pretty quickly.
Jesus, I didn't realize how much longer we were going. Okay, correction. We should be close to finishing by now, but I'm dumb. Here, just for you. Oh, Jesus! Ah. Whew.
I haven't eaten anything today. Oh yeah, except for these, what are these?
Gravities?
So look at them while driving. Ritz.
Oh.
Toasted chips. Sour cream and onion. They're very good.
Mm.
Let me not drive off the road while I wrap these up.
I'm pretty sure by the time I finally finish this drive, it'll be, like, time for dinner.
It's almost 5.
That it is. Alright, we're going for a long stream now, apparently. Send more links, Arc, or let's distract Arc. Maybe we'll get hit a full frontal collision at full speed. That's what you want, wouldn't it? See, the thing is, I'm good at driving at full speed.
Where the hell are you?
I
How
d-
did you detour that far?
I told you, I'm really far away!
You are something.
Look, the conversation we had was so intense that my mind turned off my GPS for me. 5-foot telekinesis, I'm telling you, man. Just reached over and pushed the off button. Bun, you should know by now, I'm special in multiple ways. None of them good.
I have no response. I will allow you to continue indulging your sick fantasies in peace.
Of myself?
I don't know. What you do in your time, your free time, is up to you. I want nothing of. I am not this illiterate.
This man woke up from an alarm on the other side of the room, turned it off, and go back to sleep and forget about the whole thing. Of course, he can detour 200 miles. He makes a point.
That guy just slammed you off the road.
Yes.
Jesus, I need to not be watching your stream and actually watching mine.
Here's the difference. You actually are capable of driving and watching drive.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be. In fact, I don't do that in real life. I do not do distracted driving at all.
Take the
I am
revenge slip.
anal about it.
That's fair. Did the music give up? I think the music on my end gave up. Hold on. I would check.
Oh god, it's the EX Sage theme. They turned it into techno.
That's kind of what EDM is.
Fuck that. I'll listen to it, but
EDM is electronic music.
I know what it is.
Okay. Oh, my arm. I don't think techno is bad. It's just very difficult to get right.
Oh, I didn't say it was bad. I was just saying I don't like it.
Fair. Itchy. How am I now 5 hours out? Nope, I'm stopping. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. I must
No,
have
you're
fucked up again. I am no. It says
Yes,
I'm
you did.
5 hours out. I somehow fucked up while I was trying to stay on fucking on time.
What is wrong with you? You were literally just outside Moab. Turn around.
I can't. I'm on the wrong side of the road now.
Cross the median.
Alright, fine. See what happens if I cross it. Jesus Christ. Did you know red, white cones, the ones that Bun used, had named earlier, forgot, are meant for trucks to ride at full speed, hitting dunk, dunk, dunk,
Schneider
dunk.
babies. Do not ram the Schneider babies. I actually ran one over once with my rear tires on my
Oh.
trailer. It was when I was at a border security checkpoint, actually, down in Texas.
Fun. I went to the other side of the road, and now it says it's 6 hours. So that would go up an hour if I was to cross the road. Jesus Christ. You know, I'm just gonna pull aside and say that I stop here. I probably should. Actually, wait, what if I do this? Let's see. Where will this put me?
In Moab. You're on the right track now.
Oh, hell yeah! How far did that actually cut my time down? I can't tell until I get on the road. Hang on.
Is my
While we're
microphone
here.
peaking? I think something's peaking my microphone.
I wouldn't have heard it. I also have noise suppression on the on OBS for both things, so you're good.
Epic.
All right, let's get on the road and see how much I've added or cut of my time. There we go. That's more reasonable. I'm still not going to finish it right now, but you know. 2.5 hours? I can do that over 6. Okay. I'm stopping here, Bun. Are you done with the
What?
delivery? I'm stopping here
Wait.
because it's like my eyes and arms are getting kind of tired.
Hold that thought.
Holding.
I want you to stay there for just a second for me.
Okay, staying here.
Where are you parked currently? Go into your
Uh,
drive view so I can see where you're parked. Oh, you're right there.
I'm next to a toasting.
I'm
Oh,
literally right next to you. Give me 2 seconds. Stay right there.
wait, why did you teleport to me? Did you already deliver?
Huh? Yeah, I did. Give me
Oh.
2 seconds.
Are you just want to look at my truck?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Oh, there we
Don't worry about me. Just engage with chat for a minute.
go. No, nobody's saying anything at the moment. But, what are you doing exactly?
Nothing. I just want to check something out.
Okay. Stretching my arms. Ah. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do for the next stream. Sus. I know
Oh,
that's.
lords above, forgive me for what sin I'm about to commit.
Don't! Oh my God, no! Ah! Well, you know, how much damage does that give you?
I don't know. Let me see.
The damage.
10%. I'm perfectly fine.
How did I get 21? I'm gonna. What happens if you get to 100%? The truck doesn't turn on anymore.
At around 50%, it stops turning on. Like, it'll start shutting down.
Yeah, I've had times where someone straight up rams me hard enough that I have like 50% or more. And then like the truck will just turn off while I'm driving it, which is terrifying, by the way. Alright.
I was hoping to get a little bit more speed, and I wasn't expecting the terrain to bump me up like
You
that.
did
but it
get a
was kinda funny.
jump. You got a sick jump at one point. Can you get a
That was kinda funny.
rocket-powered truck? He did it for the vine. I'm going
Alright.
to do this. I'm going to hit save, because I can probably make up the damages. There we go. Oh. I didn't think we would go that much longer than we did, honestly.
Oh, wait, make my icon bigger now that the screen's gone.
Oi, bruv. You want to be bigger? Okay. Apparently we're showing the fact that you have no legs.
Not that big.
Now you're bigger than me.
Exactly.
There you go.
Too big. Whatever. Fuck ever. I don't care. That's better.
Put you back in the corner. There. Legs are overrated.
Yeah, get me as far the fuck away from you as possible.
Wow. Wow. Neat. Fill the entire screen. We want Big Bun energy? Hang on.
So now just have it focus on my face as I start talking.
Yes. Just there. It looks like you're awkwardly staring at me like a disappointed parent.
Don't talk to me or this idiot. Actually, no. Continue talking to this idiot.
Now Ark is the co-host. No, Bun has hijacked my entire stream. What will I do?
I have a tendency to do that. I seem to be very good at hijacking things.
Bun, what is your sneak level?
Last time I played Skyrim, I think it was like 72.
Before you started the game?
Basically. Literally just sat there, sat there stabbing Hadvar in the back to level up my sneak.
Alright, I'm gonna put you here, and we're gonna quickly find a raid target. I think that's a good idea. Because I need to probably stand up at some point. Who shall I go and invade the world of? We shall.
I can go ahead and unplug these. Get them
Yeah.
off my desk.
Got any Ayla Mounds over there?
Thanks for streaming and playing both. Playing both chat? Oh, yes, and chat. Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you all for coming. I know this was kind of bootlegged for a little bit, but we all kind of got into the swing of things after a bit, which is nice. And thank you for
You getting into the swing of things? What do you mean? You're dog shit.
Boy,
Yes?
I'm only half dog shit. I got
Really?
better. Yeah, I got better.
Okay, proud of you.
I don't believe you.
That hurt. I'm back.
You're made of... Let's not... No, Ran, that's not right. Does that mean you... I am ignoring you. Nope. These jokes are not funny anymore. Anyways, that's the end of today's stream. I'm not sure what I'll do on Tuesday, honestly. Maybe I'll play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Hey, Ran, does that sound like a good idea? You get to... It'll be your turn to berate me with the instruction manual on how to blow up a bomb. Or not blow up, probably. Maybe. Something like that. And then if we end up doing trucks or anything else, I can drag Bun out here again.
I don't exist. Do not message me.
No. I will take you out of the... Wait, hang on, I gotta do this. I will take you out of the closet more often.
You know, I have several responses I could say. All of them are very not nice, so I'm going to refrain.
That's fair. Not sure yet, sure, because time, but probably possible. Alright, cool. Alright, and as for right now, I'm going to set up a raid to Mega G Wolf. Go say hi to him. Bun and I are going to go hop off, because he hasn't eaten. I haven't eaten in a while, and I'm hungry.
You know, saying hop off is an unintentional pun on your part. I'm certain of it.
No, and that's what makes it better. Look, you can't just tell me that I'm making puns unintentionally. Because then I'll own up to
Why
it.
wouldn't I?
I don't know! I'm starting the raid. Now we have 10 seconds before the stream closes.
I can't think of anything witty to say, so I'll just finish by saying, go fuck.
He left the channel. Y'all have a good day and a good night. Take care. I'll see you all later. Bye.